Bum. We are going live. We are ready to go. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we're here for the next A-League game on the agenda, and that is Melbourne City vs Sydney FC. Now, this is a repeat of obviously the grand final from last year. So you'd expect it to be a good one, eh? Because it's the two teams in the grand final. You'd be dead smack wrong. Melbourne City, obviously, this year have not been that great. Unfortunately, they come into this one with their last game, actually, was like a couple of weeks ago when they lost 1-0 to the Newcastle Jets. And also, Sydney FC obviously coming off the back of a 0-0 draw with the Brisbane Roar. So, look, it's going to be an interesting match here to see who gets the win here. I would safely assume that Sydney FC does it. But in the same sense, Melbourne City are desperate right now. And I get a feeling Melbourne City might be up for this one. A bit of revenge after the grand final loss. A little bit of a sneaky revenge. We've seen a lot of shock results recently too. Obviously, on the weekend, we saw West United win 4-1 over Macarthur. We saw the Brisbane Roar sneak a 0-0 draw against the Sydney FC. We saw Adelaide United beat Central Coast Mariners 3-2. You know what? I'm going to back him in. I'm going to back him in today. I'm going to back in Melbourne City. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to back him in to get a sneaky little win. I'm going to make it 2-1. I don't think Sydney FC are as good as everyone has been, thinking this year. And unfortunately, they've been struggling recently. So we're about to see them. Well, look, you'd expect them to win with Bobo back, and he's actually starting today as well. But in the same sense, this isn't necessarily an easy game to read overall. Shannon Humphrey says, "Hello, you legend. Hello, mate. How you doing?" Owen Kuntat says, "Prediction: I will go Melbourne City 2-1 here. I'm going to go out my limb. I'm out on a limb here, mate. I'm going out on a crazy limb, son. And I'm going to say Melbourne City 2-1 over Sydney FC. I feel like, yes, look, Sydney FC have all these games in hand, but in the same sense, like having games in hand doesn't really mean jack shit. It doesn't really mean he's still going to win. He's still going to damn well win. Now, Sydney FC should be winning this game, but it is a way too. Owen Kuntat says, honestly, it's not like City don't have the ability to win. Bingo, exactly right. Look, I think people are underestimating the fact that this is still a pretty decent team. They've had pretty tough losses throughout this season. Obviously, I don't back in Kisnorbo. I think Kisnorbo is a horrible coach. I think he's absolutely diabolically shithouse there for Melbourne City. But at the same sense, the talent is there. They still have Jamie McLaren. They still have they still have guys everywhere, literally everywhere, who can score goals and who can defend and who can dominate the midfield and just get things going. But they haven't been able to do it yet. So I'm waiting for them to be able to do it. Like I said, I don't believe in buddy Kisnorbo, but, we'll see if they can get a sneaky little win today. But they do have the talent. 100% agree with you there. Alip Miptahudin says, "Hello, bro, I'm from Indonesia. How are you? Good on you, man. Appreciate you tuning in all the way from Indonesia. I hope you're well. Who do you support in this one, mate? Who are you going out for? Let me know who you predict in the chat. But I'm going all right, mate. Bit cold here in Sydney today, actually. A bit windy, bit cold. Not the greatest, mate. So Melbourne City's starting lineup is obviously Glover with Atkinson, Griffiths, Good, and Jamison in the back line. Berenger and Metcalf with Luna playing just in behind the front three of Naboot, McLaren, and Noon. Alrighty, so they've actually swapped around this a little bit here. This, they're bringing in Naboot for Melbourne City, and they've brought in Griffiths in the central defence. So, look, I don't know. Well, who do they bring? Where's Sabaki? I just realised Sabaki's not been playing. Ooh, wait a second, son. Wait a second. Buddy, where's a bit of Sabaki action, you bloody bastard? I love Sabaki action. Redmayne for Sydney FC with Grant, McGowan, Wilkinson, and King. Retre, Bratton, Bamjohan, Caceres, and Barbarusas and Bobo. So Bobo will be starting here today, guys. Nigovic is on the bench with Callum Neuenhoff also on the bench, and obviously Wood on the bench too. Look, Sydney should be bouncing back from that 0-0 draw, but in the same sense, I feel like Melbourne City might be able to sneak something here. Luke Palmer says Sydney FC wins 6-0. Don't think so. I don't think so. Based on what we've seen so far this season, you're probably right, mate. Based on what we've seen so far this season, no, actually, no. Based on what we've so far this season, we'd probably go with about a 2-0 Sydney FC win, to be honest with you. Because Sydney FC haven't been scoring that many goals. They haven't been scoring a great deal of goals. But, if we're going based on what we've seen so far this season, we'd be looking at, a Sydney FC 2 or 3-0 win, or even a 1. But Melbourne City still haven't been scoring the goals, despite the fact they've got a good team. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to try and get the comment section up here on the computer. Lungtar says, Howie, mate, good to see you again. Appreciate you, dude. Well, who you reckon in this game? I'm buddy going sneaky. I'm going the sneaky one. I just hope it's a good game, man. Like, these two teams haven't been playing that great of games, like, as a overall collective of a game so far this season. So, you know what I mean? Like, it hasn't been the most overall collective quality games from both teams whenever either of these two teams have been playing this year. Luke Hummer says, yeah, Bobo from Fat Piece, same guy, mate. That's the exact same one. Straight up. That's him right there. You didn't know? Well, now you know. There you go. So, the game has just started here, guys. Don't forget, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're new around here. But I think realistically, Sydney FC against Brisbane Roar were just unlucky, I guess. I think Brisbane Roar were fine defensively and throughout the midfield, but Sydney FC was still having the majority of the attacks. We obviously saw that they, hit the post quite a number of times, and Sydney FC would feel definitely unlucky not to have won that, but in the same sense, I feel like it was a fair result overall because Brisbane Roar defensively were pretty sound. Like I said before, the last time Melbourne City played was literally like 2 weeks ago, and they played the Newcastle Jets and lost 1-0. So they've got a bit of soul searching to do to get their team back on track and ready to go for the season because if they lose this one, I tell you what, they're really putting themselves in deep. They're really putting themselves in deep early, and I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to bounce back from it, really. I think this is probably it for them. I think this game right here is probably it for them. If they can't get a win here, I would pretty much say their season is done. AJ Ellis says, come on, Sydney. There you go. Will Blazy says, g'day, I'm back. Respect to Brisbane Roar. They held off Sydney FC. Good defence you have. I told you. Brisbane Roar got a decent little defence. Attack's a little bit dodgy, but I've been saying that all year too. So, I'll take the away draw. I don't know if you watched the vlog or not, but, I'll take the away draw. We spoke to Ryan Grant after. I also spoke to Bobo, but unfortunately I wasn't able to put that in the vlog because some idiot behind the camera, unfortunately, was making too much noise, so he couldn't really hear Bobo too well. But yeah, they weren't exactly happy with that result. They felt like they could have gotten more. And I was talking to Warren Moon, the coach of the Brisbane Roar, who basically was saying we're just going to believe in, and the team's just going to believe in themselves because obviously we've been hated on and slapped up by people for this year saying we weren't going to make the top 6, including me. And so it's just about believing in the team. And look, just truly, the midfield defense is great. It's just the attack that doesn't really get it. But people always keep mentioning this crossbar or this post hit. But do forget that Wenzel Hall's missed by about literally less than a yard. Like it was a screamer too. Couple opportunities in Brisbane Roar that people aren't been talking about. But Sydney FC with the ball here, 2.5 minutes gone. Sydney FC with the ball, and that is an absolutely shocking ball. Absolutely shocking. Alrighty, so Melbourne City here. Oh, here we go. Here's an opportunity. Melbourne City with it in. Oh my God, McLaren nearly got his head on top of that one. And that's going to be offside. I think he's offside there. Is he going to call offside? Surely. No, he's not. He's not going to call offside here. Melbourne City here was still with the ball. Inside the box, and that's going to be corner. Will Blazy says, fix your attack and Raw will have a good go this season. Yes and no. I think we'll have a good go regardless. I think even with the team we've got now, we'll have a good go. I think if we got a good attack, I think we'd win the year. I think we'd win. I think we have the best defence in the league. I think we have one of, if not the best defence in the league. Our midfield's okay. It's fine. It does the job. But corner here for Melbourne City, by the way. But our attack obviously is weak. But I still think we give it a good go. I don't think we can win. Melbourne City! Oh, goes out for a goal kick. That was close, though, from the corner. I think that no matter what, Brisbane Roar will compete. But to win the season, not sure. I think that even from what I've seen so far in the last couple of weeks, I would still have us more consistently better than MacArthur. Despite the fact they made us 2-0, but in the same sense, we dominated them for the majority of that game. Western United have been all over the shop, son. All over the shop. I have no idea what to take of that MacArthur performance. I don't know what I'm going to do with my power rankings, to be honest with you. I'll be filming that after this game. Melbourne City shithouse. City FC aren't that great, we've obviously seen, so, we'll see how we go. Sutrusna says, half-time. Oh, sorry, 1 right now, City 2-0. You going City 2-0? All right. I've gone Melbourne City 2-1 because I think they're desperate enough for a win. I think they're lying to the fans by telling you that there's no panic systems a go at the club right now because I can guarantee you there would be. And if there's not, then they're doing it wrong. They would be panicking right now. They're desperate. And Sydney FC aren't exactly desperate, They've still got a few games, but, now they've caught one game up on the Mariners and they haven't got the result to show for it. So It's all well and good, like I said, having games in hand, but you still have to win those games in hand. And this league this year, everyone's beating everyone. Like Ryan Grant said on the vlog, everyone's beating everyone right now. Sydney FC with a chance here inside the box. And that was terrible. Melbourne City cleared it away. Soccer fan 1899 says, I'm going to Perth Brisbane Raw game on Friday. Good on you, man. I'll be streaming it. Unfortunately, I can't go to the Perth game, but I will be streaming it. Alrighty, here we go. Melbourne City with a chance. Melbourne City with a chance. Oh, what the shit, bus? You bloody goose, mate. That was a stupid pass. Jada says, I'm going first scorer wins. I'm watching you, son. I'm watching you. Leo Mar says, what is your prediction to this game? I've gone Melbourne City 2-1, but I think that they minimum score, and I don't think Sydney's defence is that great overall. And that's why I think that Melbourne City, as desperate as they are, will be able to find the back of the score sheet, the back of the net, and they'll be able to get on the score sheet a couple of times. And I just don't know if Sydney FC, their attack is good enough at the moment. They're still struggling overall to score goals. They scored a couple of goals here against Wellington, but there was a Barbaroussa's, world-class show. Besides that, nothing was going on in that game. They didn't score any goals against the Brisbane Roar. Most of their games, I don't think they've scored 3 goals this season so far, but most of the games are I think 1 or 2 goals. It is what it is, but they're still, their attack isn't that creative. Their attack isn't that mind-blowing, and overall, I'm a little bit disappointed in what I've seen so far from Sydney FC this year. Brennan Westling says, wouldn't mind City winning this. Yeah, exactly right. Especially for, Brisbane Roar. I wouldn't mind it. I guess people would be like, oh, you're biased because of Brisbane Roar. But, realistically, no, I'm not. I just think that they're desperate. I think Melbourne City are desperate. So 6 minutes gone here. Melbourne City have been the only ones attacking so far, by the way, too. But their passing has been atrocious. Their passing up front has been atrocious. Oh, look at that pass, though, for Sydney FC. Wow, that's a free kick for sure. Yeah, free kick, Sydney FC. Alip Mohammed says, I think FC Sydney will win this. Well, you'd expect it. Yeah, you'd expect it. I'm expecting them to win, but I am backing in Melbourne City based on their desperateness. For such a good team to potentially be last if Victory win the next game, it's just out of order. And Kisnorbo should, if they lose this game, I'm telling you, Kisnorbo should be sacked. I don't care about how good Sydney FC are. If they lose this game, Kisnorbo should be sacked tonight. Before he goes to sleep. But if they win this game, he'll be able to hold on for at least another couple of weeks. And that was absolutely shocking. Oh, chance here, Melbourne City! Oh, he didn't see it. It's a goal. I don't know if he's offside or not, but it's a goal, Melbourne City. Melbourne City scored a goal. It's 1-0 McLaren. What did I say? McLaren score first. Thank you very much. No. I don't know if he's offside or not, but this is a shot saved, bounces off to McLaren. You got to hope that McLaren's onside here, but I would safely assume he is, because he looks pretty happy about it. But it's 1-0 Melbourne City. Goal. Okay, I'm going to have a look here. He must be onside by a mile, because they're not even talking about it. That's a great goal, though. I know it bounces off, but look at this from the shot. Yeah, he's onside by a mile. Look at that from the shot. The shot was just strong, right at the keeper, but it was just, he couldn't really see it because there was so many players in the way. Shoots it right there, curls away a little bit, and then obviously Redmayne just, fist bumps it, basically, to McLaren, and McLaren puts it in the back of the net. That was a very, very nice goal there by Melbourne City. I know it's a deflection straight off to another player, but in the same sense, it wasn't like it was an easy shot to, it wasn't like it was an easy shot that was, a sneaky little deflection. It was a really quality shot with a lot of players in the way, and it bounced to the other player. So there we go. It is 1-0 Melbourne City. And I'm pretty happy with my prediction now. So far, anyway, so far. But don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We stream every game we can. We're actually going to 2 games this weekend. We're going to the Wanderers and Mariners game on Saturday. And then we'll be vlogging the Sydney FC versus Macarthur game on Sunday too. So obviously check your feeds. Check your subscription feeds on Sunday and Monday, because I'll be vlogging both those games. Peter Cat says, I jinxed Sydney, didn't I? I said Melbourne City 2-1. No one bloody listened to BKRmy. No one bloody listened to me. Why no one listened to me? I predicted the 2-2. Everyone was like, nah, Wanderers win this against Phoenix. And I was like, oh, bloody 2-2, mate. No one bloody listened to me. Start to listen to me. Fonciano says, goal full time, 1-2. Well, you've bet on Sydney FC. It'd take a brave man to still be backing in a 2-1 victory here for Sydney. If Sydney win, I would nearly safely assume it's going to be 3-2, and I don't think Sydney has enough to score 3, because Melbourne City will score again. Melbourne City have enough in them to score again. I honestly, from what I've seen so far in this opening 10 minutes, wouldn't be surprised if City scored 3. I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong on the scoreline 2-1 and City can actually put it away here. I think that they are very desperate and they will probably come away with the chocolates here. You know, their coach is on the line, their manager's on the line, whatever you want to call it. You know, English faithfuls call it manager, Australians call it coach, but, you know, whatever you want. Kisnorbo's head is on the chopping block if they lose this game. Even if they don't get a win, realistically, even if it's a draw. But I think City have the quality to win this game, and I said it. JD says, I enjoy your game day vlog and the interviews. It was the first one I've seen. Appreciate it, man. That's what we actually did before last year. The streams only really started last year because of the virus, the pandemic. I wasn't able to go to games. You wait, man. I tell you what, we absolutely smashed that vlog. Oh my god, that's a free kick. That's a red card. That could be a red card here. He's the last defender. It's yellow. He is last defender, though. That's interesting. He was last defender, technically, but alright, well. Alright. AJ says, hold on one second. I want to see this. Is he last defender here? I don't think that's a bad tackle anyway. I think that's fine. I think that was accidental. I don't even know if a yellow card was worthy. But if he's last defender, that's a red card. Hold on. JJ, that's right. Basri says, I already bet Melbourne City to win 2-0. 2-0. All right. AJ says, do you think the refs need to have an overhaul because of the bullshit call at no red card call in the victory game? The victory game. Hold on one second here. Melbourne City. Oh, over the top. That's way too far. Way too far. And it'll go for a goal kick. Melbourne victory game. When was that? Melbourne victory game. When was that? So, I didn't do that game. I didn't watch that game. Victory versus. I remember what you're talking about now. Who was it? Victory versus Jets. Yeah, of course. After what we saw at the Adelaide game, the refs need to have an overhaul. You know, after the Adelaide game, we had to see that. Like the first, at the time, I thought all three penalties were fine, but the second penalty is absolutely not a penalty in that Adelaide game. Absolutely not a penalty against the Mariners. There's no way that's a penalty in any book. The first one is arguable. I would nearly even argue that it was a penalty, but in the same sense, you can argue that it wasn't. So the first one's debatable. The third one's a clear Stonewall penalty, like straight up, 100% a penalty. So the only one that I really, really hate was the number 2 penalty. Number 1 penalty is something I kind of don't like, but in the same sense, it is what it is. It's a 50-50 call. That probably should have lied. The 50-50 call probably should have lied with Tongic and the Mariners. It probably should have got off there, but it wasn't, and I can understand why VAR didn't overrule it. The third one is 100% of penalties. Anyone argues that, they're an idiot. But the other two, you can definitely argue. AJ says against the Newcastle Jets. Yeah, I remember. Ashton Allen says, mate, Adelaide got 3 pens. I know, I just literally explained all 3 of them. I just literally explained every single one of them. So, 12 and a half minutes gone here, guys. Melbourne City here with the ball. It's 1-0 Melbourne City, and they're just attacking here. I get a decent feeling they're going to win this by a decent amount. Oh my god, this should be another goal here. McLaren. Oh, the touch wasn't good, though. It will be Melbourne City's ball, but that could have easily gone away for a goal there. Ashton now says Tongic had his feet on the ground that game. No, he puts his leg out at the time. That's why there's debate about it. He does put his leg out. He doesn't stand still. So that's why it's called a penalty. That's why you could argue it. He still does put his leg out for it. But in the same sense, you can see Mork initiates contact too. So it is debatable. The second penalty is not a penalty though. But people still argue the third, which is really strange because that's an obvious pen. Melbourne City here with the ball, and they're attacking quite well right now. This is the City we were expecting. This is the City we were expecting since the start of the season. They're finally doing it now. Frank Lampard's here, apparently. The official Frank Lampard. He's turned up. He's saying that his team in bloody English Premier League isn't doing well. Oh, well, he did play for us for 1 year. He did play. He actually scored against Chelsea too for Manchester City. To tie that game up. I think it was a draw. Yeah, he scored against Chelsea in one of those in the year that he was with us before he went to New York City FC. So corner here for Melbourne City, 7 balls into the area compared to 1 for Sydney, and that's going to be cleared over the top. Of geez, that was a chance there again for Melbourne City. Chance upon chance upon chance upon chance, and that's over the top. Oh my god, it's over the top. Oh my god, it could have been another goal. Dude, Melbourne City are peppering right now. They're coming. They're bang, 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 bang. They're just going some. Ashton Allen says, I can agree the Robles won, but come on a red card for saying the second pen should not be correct. Oh, no, the second pen shouldn't have been a pen. It shouldn't have been a pen. No, I'm not arguing that. The second pen shouldn't have been pen. At the time, I thought that he grabs his arm and then pulls him down. So if you go back on the stream, I said it was a pen at the time. But when you go have a look at it again, it's no way a pen. They've both got their arms entangled with each other. That's the thing that people don't realise as well, is that when you're watching something live, you can have a completely different opinion to what you said or what you saw when you're watching it live after the game. I have that a lot with this channel. Melbourne City here are away here. 15 minutes gone here. Melbourne City are away here. Could potentially make it 2-0 here if he gets the right pass going. And it's okay. It's still fine. Inside the box. City! Oh my God, he missed by this much. This is crazy. This is a goal kick. This is crazy right now. Craig Noon just nearly put that in the back of the net. This is all over the shop for Sydney FC. They're looking horrific. Sydney FC are looking horrific right now. Bratton, the ball's taken away. And Sydney FC look absolutely horrific right now. Gabriel against my prediction 2-2. Brother, no, bro. I said 2-1 at the beginning of the game. I'm thinking it's going to be lucky if Sydney can score. They look terrible, bro. I would have been saying 2-2 now. They look horrific defensively and attacking-wise. Oh, it hit the post too. It actually hit the post. I didn't even think it hit the post. Gee whiz. They're just bloody pumping him right now. Don't you start me on Kisnorbo. He still deserves to get sacked, but he's not going to get sacked with a win here today. He's still shit house, but we've still seen him this whole year. Don't start me, buddy Kisnorbo. Don't start me on Kisnorbo, mate. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ashton Nowler says, I think 4-1 win Melbourne. You'd have to see Sydney do something though, because so far in 16 minutes, Melbourne City have had all the ball, and they're the only ones attacking it every single second of this game. Like straight up, it's just Melbourne City the whole game right now. I couldn't tell you Sydney FC's shot. Has Sydney FC actually got a shot? I don't actually know if Sydney FC have a shot so far in this game. I don't think they have. We've got an injury here, by the way, guys. Was it a head-to-head? Oh, no. It was just Bratton going up for it. He comes down hard. He might have done something to his shoulder here. I'm not too sure. But he does go up and does come down very hard onto his right shoulder. So, hopefully Bratton is okay. But 17 minutes in here. And we need to see a significant amount of changes here for Sydney. Look, they haven't even gotten to the attack to see if Bobo can bring anything. You know, they haven't. Their midfield has just been completely out-dominated so far as well. And the defence of Melbourne City has been quality. Ashton Naylor says, but that could be Sydney's plan for them to attack heavy and hit a good counter-attack. Well, it's not working right now, and it looks terrible if that's the case. They look absolutely shocking. I haven't even seen them counter. I haven't seen them counter at all, so I would doubt it. If that was the case, then you probably would have seen at least one or two counters so far in the first 20 minutes. But so far, I haven't seen a single counter. I haven't seen a single shot, and realistically, the back-to-back champions shouldn't be coming into a game expecting to hit on the counter and get outplayed and outdominated in the game that is coming off a team where they lost 1-0 to the Jets and have lost pretty much every game this season, by a couple. Desmond Tan says, come on, Sydney to score 2 goals and lead 2-1 half-time. Oh, brother, that is a horrible bet. That is a horrible bet. I could have told you that was a horrible bet before the game started, let alone now. That is a bloody shocking bet, Aruno, my friend. So we've still got an injury down here, by the way, guys. Citrizna says, come on, hit half-time 2-0. Melbourne City, vamos, vamos. You're so 50-50 with your bets, but Citrizna, I tell you. So this is actually a pretty serious injury here. We're still waiting here for the Luke Bratton injury, so we're probably going to see at least 4 or 5 minutes here. They're actually going to make a substitution here, I'm expecting. I'm expecting them to make a substitution here because we're still waiting. We are still waiting right now. Yeah, he's down, and I think he's done his shouldering. Here. Zidane says Sydney comeback. Don't think so. By the way, guys, don't forget we will be streaming tomorrow night as well. Melbourne victory versus Wellington. Not the greatest of games you'd ever think about, considering Melbourne victory's star player apparently right now is Robbie Cruz that they're advertising with. I think Bratton's coming out here. I think Bratton comes out. Gabriel Games says, would you say halftime 2-0, full-time 2-1? I could say halftime 2-0, full-time 4-0 at this rate if Sydney don't smarten their act up. Sydney are looking pretty shocking throughout this whole game so far. So anything can happen right now. I just can't see Sydney. The way they've played, they look horrific. Like they could honestly lose this game by a significant amount. But, it is buddy football. Anything can happen. Mip Thilden says, halftime 1-1, full-time 1-2. Yeah, you're on Sydney FC as a bet, aren't you? Because after this first 20 minutes, there's no way you could back that in confidently. there's no way you could back that in confidently. I still can't believe Sabaki isn't starting here today, to be honest with you. He's been the best player for me for Melbourne City so far this season. Everyone else has been shocking. Adrian Luna against the Jets, he was the only one attacking him in the same sense. Sabaki was whipping him in some balls, and Adrian Luna still didn't score. I'm sorry, but it's Patrick Kisnorma, man. But then again, it might work out considering they're doing so well now. I think Bratton is going to come back on here, but I don't think he should. He looks still a little bit wobbly. He looks a little bit shaky. Gary Brew against all the Sydney stands. The chat is insane. They're not even Sydney stands. They're people who bet on Sydney FC. So what you'll notice with A-League is that we get a lot of people who are, from somewhere in Asia who love to bet on this league. And, the people who are saying right now Sydney FC are probably predominantly Sydney FC bettors who put some money on them. For example, Desmond Tan says, please give penalty to Sydney. No, otherwise, a person who's just a genuine supporter who's not betting wouldn't care whether it's a penalty or not a penalty. So 21 minutes gone here, guys. Still 1-0 here to Melbourne City. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Melbourne City with a chance. Oh, it's off the buddy blocked. McLaren had a shot, but it does get blocked there by the defence. And Sydney are away here, but not really. Melbourne City getting back in numbers. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Ryan Grant weighing his options up. See, if you were right about that, Ashton, they're doing it terribly. I don't think you are, though. I don't think their game plan is a counter. I just think that their game plan is shocking right now because there is none. They didn't have a game plan. So Melbourne City with the ball already. You know what I mean? They lost the ball straight away. They lost the ball straight away. Sydney just looks shocking. I don't think Bratton's come back on here. I think Bratton's going to stay off. He does look shaken up, man. You should make a substitution right now, buddy, if I were you, Sydney FC, because you're down a man, and that's going to be a free kick here to Melbourne City. So they'll get the substitution coming in here, and that will be Barbarouses with the foul there. So it will be Neuenhoff. So Callan Neuenhoff will be coming on here for Sydney FC. What are they talking about? No way he should continue after knocking like that. He's not continuing, though. Desmond Tan says, I bet Sydney to lead 2-1 halftime and over 1.5 halftime. Well, that's crazy, mate. Tommy Hill says, what was McLaren's goal like? It was okay, man. It was strongly shot from, I can't remember who shot the ball, but it was deflected off into McLaren, but it was still a good put away. It wasn't obviously, hold on one second, Melbourne City here. Chance by themselves in the corner. That's going to be whipped away. Whipped away by Sydney. It was okay. It was fine. It wasn't anything crazy special, but the first shot that actually ended up in getting deflected was very good. It just wasn't seen by the keeper. Redmayne put his hand up, punched it away, but unfortunately the ball just fell straight to McLaren, and he made it a 1-0. Jason Sylvester says, hey, Ellen, mate, how you doing? But we saw the other day, I honestly think if Brisbane Roar had a good attack, we would have won that game against Sydney FC relatively easily. I think so. I think we would have won that game 2-0. If we had a good attack, if we had players that could attack, I would have said Brisbane Roar 2-0 in that game. Uwan Kuntat says it could be that City's play style conflicts to City play. Yeah, but you've got to remember that this is the two teams that played in the grand final last year, and Sydney FC won. Sydney FC won the grand final. Sydney FC have a very good record against Melbourne City too. Jocko says the best commentary, sir. Go Sydney FC win. Well, good luck, my friend. Thank you very much for the compliment. They're not looking that great right now, but we know they're the champions for a reason. I think Horror says, does this look like a practice match? Seems one-way traffic. It is, bro. It is one-way traffic. City are doing nothing. I feel like a broken record just saying, City, keep it. City attack, City attack, City attack. Oh, they just miss. And here we go again. No, it's going to be Sydney's ball. But just around the midfield. It's just them passing between... Sydney aren't really getting past the three-quarter way mark. They're not getting past the three-quarter way mark at all. And over the top, and that was horrific. I could see that ball was about to be played. So why can the winger for Sydney FC not know that ball's about to be played? Or was that Ryan Grant? I'm not too sure. That was really odd. I can see you're about to make that ball. If you're a player, you should know that he's going to make that ball. City don't look like they're connecting today. They don't look like they're connected on a wavelength. I don't really know what their game plan is. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what it is. They've stolen the ball here, though. They're in a good opportunity here. It's a good opportunity. A lot of City players back, though. Oh, my God, a lot of City players back. Out to the wing. That's where you don't want it to go. And back again Don't tell me you're going to kick this back to the midfield, Sydney FC. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're going to do it. They're going to kick this back to the midfield. You watch. They're going to do it. Here he goes. Here he goes. And there we go. Yep. And back to the midfield. Unbelievable. Back to the midfield. Oh, my goodness me. Look at this. It's pretty decent defending from City, though. They've got a lot of players back. Ash Analysis, I don't think Sydney will score. That's what I know. I said 2-1 to Melbourne City at the beginning of the game, and I was making a ballsy prediction because City have obviously been shit this year. But Sydney have been lackluster in attack for the entire year as well, like people forget. Anybody, who have they played and scored against? And realistically, they'll go out for a corner here for Sydney FC, though. Go out for a corner for Sydney FC. This could be their chance. They only need 1 or 2 chances. They need one or two chances here, but obviously that Bratton injury would really have affected their rhythm if they ever even had anyone anyway. Jeez, Bratton was not looking the goods there. What was he, concussed or what was that? He was not looking good. So 2 corners for Melbourne City right now and 1 for Sydney FC. Over the top here, Sydney! If they score here, it's so against the run of play. It's unreal. They clear it away. Maybe a counter here. This is a great counter. Counter Melbourne City. Plenty of counter opportunity here. It's 3. Oh, it's not that great. It's still plenty of counter opportunity here. Get the ball out to the right-hand side, and you got a chance here. Ball out to the right side. Get the ball out again. Have a shot, Naboo. Oh, saved by Redmayne. But, geez, that was a good counter. That was a very good counter by Melbourne City. That was a very good counter by Melbourne City, but it was just, unfortunately, saved by Redmayne there. Melbourne City looked like they might have messed it up when they were going that left-hand side there with Metcalf. But Metcalf cuts back on the inside, gets it across to Naboo, and Naboo puts his left through it, but unfortunately Redmayne does dive for it. So that was nice. Here they come again, though, Melbourne City. Here they come again. No, cleared away by Sydney. Jeez. Pepper, son. They're peppering. Pepper. Melbourne City. They are absolutely peppering. 7 shots to 0, by the way, guys. 7 shots to 0. It's a zip. Zipperuno. Nada. Nothing. Absolutely no shots for Sydney FC so far. Unbelievable, mate. Alright, and that's going to be free kick Sydney FC. 27 minutes gone. Desmond Tan said at least 1 more goal before half-time, please. Aren't you on Sydney FC though, mate? I wouldn't be confident in Sydney FC right now. Look at that. The back pass to the defence was horrific. I'm actually really hating on the back passes this year in the A-League. That's offside by Sydney FC. The back passes in the A-League this year are horrific. Every team does them and every team fails at them. Like, look at buddy Adelaide against Central Coast Mariners. Like, those 2 goals were just an absolute gift by the buddy Adelaide. The second goal maybe not, but the first goal definitely was an absolute gift. Just because of how absolutely stupid the back pass was. And it happens so much this year. Get them by the left-hand side in Melbourne City. Holy damn. Like, they're going to win this game 4-0 if they can score. Oh, that should be a goal. It's a goal. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 Melbourne City. Goal. 2-0. And McLaren, I said McLaren with a brace. And it's happened in 30 minutes. I said McLaren with a brace, and it's happened in 30 minutes. Oh, wait, it wasn't McLaren. It wasn't McLaren, but point of the matter is, Melbourne City are up 2-0, and they're cruising right now, baby. Like, they're cruising right now. That was Adrian Luna there with the ball, sorry. It wasn't, it was McLaren who headed the ball to Luna, and then Luna puts it in the back of the net. They are cruising right now, bros. They are cruising. Adrian Luna, easy days, open net, see you later, good night, Irene. It's 2-0, and can you see Melbourne City not losing this game from here? I'm not too sure, man. But then again, they did go up 2-0 against the Mariners and lost 3-2. They did. Alip says they're checking offside. No, he's onside anyway. Even with the touch from McLaren, he's still kept onside. Alip says Sydney bad. It's bad. It's year's A-League. This year's A-League? I don't know. They're still, if they won this game, they're still top of the table with their games in hand. But they're in a bad run of form, yeah. But they've been a relatively horrid run of form for a while now. That's why, based on their results, they were top of the league on my power rankings. I don't think I could put them there. I'm not too sure how I'm going to put Sydney FC this week, because I don't think I'm going to put them in number 1. Sutrisna says, come on, hat-trick. Well, it wasn't McLaren. It was Adrian Luna. McLaren assisted. He got the header across to Adrian Luna, and then Adrian Luna put it in the back of the net. It wasn't a McLaren goal. And McLaren scored the first one. So Paolo Retro for Sydney FC will get a yellow card here. It just looks like the tactics are all wrong here for Sydney. They just look bland. They just look average. Corocoris, will this end 2-3? Absolutely goddamn not. Sydney FC are going to be lucky to score a goal, and they're going to be lucky not to lose 5-0 at this rate. Uoncut says, rumour has it Eric Mombart is coaching via Zoom. He's coaching via Zoom, is he? Is he? Well, fair enough, to be fair. Anyone besides Kisnorba. There's no way this is Kisnorba. That's a yellow card here. Oh my god, he's going to be in the book here, Ryan Grant. That's a yellow card. It's going to be a free kick. Melbourne City in a really good opportunity. Oh my god. Oh my god. Spun Connor says, mate, Luna is coming on leaps and bounds this year. Yes. Newcastle game's not a good example of that, though. He was horrific against Newcastle. Melbourne City should have scored 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but he missed every single time. But in the same sense, Adrian Luna, I think, has been one of the better players this year for Melbourne City. They just haven't been able to get the results to kind of show what kind of quality he has. But yeah, I 100% agree. I think he has looked good this year. I just couldn't put the ball into the back of the net there against Newcastle. But, we put the ball in the back of the net here. He's been pretty good today. But then again, everyone's been good today for Melbourne City. Everyone. And they could make it 3-0 here. They could make it 3-0. But 31 minutes gone here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here, because we do stream every day. We've got a stream tomorrow between Victory and Wellington. We've got a couple of vlogs coming out this week, like I said. Wanderers and somebody and Sydney FC MacArthur. So I'll be going to both those games. Who is it? Wanderers vs who? Mariners. Oh, that's a good game. Actually, 2 good games this weekend I'll be going to. Actually, 2. And then Wanderers vs Melbourne City next week is a good game too. Melbourne City here with a chance. 31 minutes gone. Whips it over the top. Oh, on target, but Redmayne does get it. On target, but Redmayne does get it. Freddie says, Blaze, you should start doing it at Champions League. Probably next year, brother. Probably next year. Spun Connor says, bruh, do you know who I am, Sutrisna? I will. Okay, what's going on there? Someone that loves you says, woohoo, let's go City. Yeah, you finally got something to be happy about. Melbourne City fans can finally feel relaxed about a game, because literally every single game this year, they've probably been the worst team. Like, straight up. They won the Brisbane Roar game, but they weren't the best. They got that one off a sneaky little ender, but, they've been probably the worst team in the majority of their games this year. Maybe not against Perth Glory, but Perth Glory, that was lost when Sydney FC, sorry, not Sydney FC, that was lost when Kisnorbo took off Sabaki, the only attacking guy in that game for Melbourne City. I'll never forgive him for that. Some bitch. Tell you what, I'll never forgive him. Weishi Yow's a Sydney red card soon. Wouldn't surprise me, considering there's 3 yellow cards already for Sydney FC, and they're looking really dangerous in regards to their tackles. 100% wouldn't surprise me in regards to that. Riley Man 97 says, who do you think will win, Perth or Brisbane? Very good question. I think that Brisbane's defence is the best in the league, and I think that Perth's attack is the best attack in the league. So it depends. I think that Brisbane will be able to hold them probably to 1. Perth Glory's defence isn't great, but it is in Perth, so I'll probably go with a draw, to be honest with you, man. I don't like it, but I do get a feeling that Brisbane could sneak it. I do, but then again, I'm a Brisbane fan, so I'm always going to feel that way. But based on the 2 lineups of the team, I think that Brisbane Roar will be able to hold Perth Glory in check to probably 1 goal, maybe 2. But I do think due to Perth's defence, we've obviously seen Brisbane Roar can still score against pretty weak defences this year, and they could probably score 1 or 2 as well. I don't see 3, 4, 5 goals in the game for either team, definitely not for Brisbane. But for Perth, I think they get held in check by a pretty good defence. So I'll go a draw, but I do feel like Brisbane could sneak through that defence. Vasalis is 3-3 result at the end. Good luck. Ali says, who are you backing to win the Champions League? Not Liverpool. Someone that loves you says Bayern Munich 2 years. Oh, here we go. FTV. What are you, buddy? You getting around Bayern, are ya? You're a local Munich fan, are ya? You're like a Munchen. You're a local Munchen man, are ya? Yeah? You've been supporting them how long? Nah, it'll probably be a final between Bayern and City, and I would safely assume that Bayern probably beat us. But then again, City looked good this year, so you never know. Freddy says Man City will win the Champions League. It'll be between Bayern and Man City, in my opinion. Jas made a stupid bet with me, bros. He made a stupid bet with me. So Jas, another A-League YouTuber, he made a bet with me that Liverpool would finish above City this year in the Premier League, and it was $100, and I was like, okay, deal. And obviously that's already been beaten. Hold on, City FC here. No, City cleared away. That's a yellow card, maybe. That could be another yellow card. No, City are going to counter-attack here. Hold on 1 second. Counter-attack here, Naboot. That's really good refereeing there. Naboot's going to whip that one. Oh, that was stupid by Naboot. But yeah, he bet me $100 as Liverpool beat City this year in the Premier League, and that didn't happen. Oh, that was terrible from Sydney. And then he double or nothing on Liverpool to win the Champions League. So I was like, I'll take your money, buzz. At least, they could. It's a Liverpool thing to do to go and win it, but I don't think they will. Spun Connor says, love the vibe of this channel. What is your Instagram? It's on here, man. Oh, BKR Sport. It's not there. It's BKR Sport. Mevedes says, hey, Blaze, I'm sure you've seen the Australian Open final. Yeah, mate. You didn't do well, did you? You didn't do well, did you, the old buddy Danil? He'll come through, though. He's only young. He's got plenty of time, son. He's got plenty of time. Sally Woods says, hey, Blaze, Man City all the way. Yeah. Yeah, we've obviously won the Premier League already. It's just about the Champions League now that we've never won in our history, so... but no, it's good with Jas. It's like I don't lose either way. Like I either win / lose $0 or get 200. So I'll take that every day of the week. Every day of the damn well week. But that's a terrible, terrible tackle there from Sydney FC. My gosh. Alrighty, so 36 minutes gone here, guys. It is 2-0 Melbourne City. And City's still not looking good at all. Ryan Grant gets the ball through, and Barbarouses not doing anything, and nothing. Bum one. If Sydney get this ball again, they're going to counter it, and Sydney aren't putting many men forward now. They're down 2-0. You kind of do need to put men forward here, lads. You're down 2-0. That's not a free kick. Get up, you dickhead. Straight up. I'm bloody diver, mate. Sydney with a chance. No, and Melbourne City here. They're not putting that many men attacking anymore, though. So I struggle to see them scoring 2 goals if they're not even putting more than 2 men up front. That was out, probably, to be honest with you. Wow, he's not going to call it. Okay. City Moxley says, just got back from training and Melbourne City leading City 2-0. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Well, I said 2-1 Melbourne City at the beginning of the game. They're desperate for a win, bro. They've been shocking this year, and they're a good team on paper, and they're a very good team just in general, but their coach is a dickhead. So, hold on 1 second here. Sydney FC chance, or might be a handball. No, it went straight into the chest. Melbourne City have the quality, and they're a good team on paper. So I was expecting them to bounce back in a game where they were obviously playing their grand final victors, I guess, the grand final victors of the last year. So there was always a bit of revenge probably coming here. But I didn't expect this quality. I didn't expect them to look this good. They look very good in this game, defensively and also offensively. Medvedev says, is Sydney playing really bad or is Melbourne playing too good? Both. Sydney are playing bad and Melbourne City are playing good. Melbourne City just look like they're just desperate for the win. City Moxley says Melbourne City win 3-2. I don't think so, man. I don't think Sydney are going to score. If they do score, that's great. It's a big prediction because they look shocking. And here we go, Melbourne City again here. I think he's offside. It's one-on-one here. It's one-on-one. I think he's offside. He's going to pass it across here. It goes and doesn't go in. I'd be putting the offside flag up. Yeah, there. After all that action, it'll be offside, dickhead. This is what I hate. Bro, that was an obvious offside. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That was so obviously offside. That was so obviously offside. Just call it, but so that players don't waste their energy. Look at this. He's offside by a good buddy meter, mate. He's offside by a decent buddy meter. And I still can't believe they didn't put it in the back of the net anyway, though. Frenchie says, I actually think City can win 4-0. I don't think Sydney score. They don't look like scoring at all. I don't think they've had a shot yet. They still haven't had a shot in 40 minutes. The first half, they haven't had a single shot. So, and I think that's including off target, that's on target, that's blocked. I don't think they've had a single whip of the boot on direction of the goal in any form or any facet. They look horrific in this game so far. So 39 minutes gone here, guys, and Sydney FC with the ball. But as we know so far through this game, they will lose it very quickly. Offsides, 1 apiece so far. But in regards to yellow cards, we've seen 3 yellow cards, Sydney FC, and 0 for Melbourne City. Ali says, what is your reaction to a PSG beating Barcelona 4-1 last week? Yeah, no, it was big, but in the same sense, Barca aren't the same team anymore. Barca are definitely well and truly, in need of a massive rebuild. Sydney FC with a chance here! Oh, off the post! That was actually a fantastic shot from Barbarouses, but it comes off the shot. That's the first shot of the game for Sydney. And Barbarouses hits the post. That is, oh, wow. Bro, that was the chance for Sydney to get back in this game. That was the chance for Sydney to get back in the game. Right there. Change the whole perception of the game. What happened with the Mariners? Melbourne City were up 2-0 looking good, and then Mariners scored a goal and they came back and flew home. So, if Sydney scored that, if Sydney could score before half time, I tell you what, I can change everything. Can change absolutely everything. It will change everything, sorry. Sydney, now with that first shot, they're actually starting to attack a little bit more now. Can they do it? No, and that's a terrible pass. That's a terrible pass. And Tanner says, bro, our fancy trade got rejected. Okay, well, I'm not doing that fancy then. That's stupid. Oh, McLaren, you're an idiot. No, sorry, not McLaren. That was Naboot. He's been average in this game. Our fancy trade got rejected. Our fancy trade wasn't that bad. It wasn't even bad. Like, it was... What? That's stupid, bro. I'm not... Yeah, I can't be bothered about that fancy. I'll do it with people I know. Yeah, he's clearly got... Kyle Rand says, Sydney playing like the Raw. Sydney playing like the Raw? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you're the troll all the time. That's right. Oh, that's right. You're the troll. I did warn you, lad. All you do is put negative comments on this channel. I'll hide you very soon. Someone that loves you says Naboot's collapsed. He's not been good in this game. He's been fast. He's been getting onto the ball on the edge, and he's been making some movement. But he's not. His final product with the ball isn't doing that well. Entertainer says, I got an email saying your trade rejected. So dumb. Did you get a chance to watch Kings and Wildcats? Nah, I haven't been getting around the NBL. I did before the season, but now with NRL and AFL coming up very soon, I'm just not in the NBL mindset. And I'm going to be doing NBA again, starting off Thursday with the Bulls and whoever we're playing, Timberwolves. That's it. Yeah, Kyle, you'll love my reaction very soon when I hide it. Don't worry. You'll love that one. It takes me 2 seconds, post. Alip says it's time, 3:46 from Indonesia. Well, there you go. There you go, buddy. All the way in Indonesia. Citrusna said, we've got a few Indonesians on here. So 41 minutes gone. And still not much really going on for Sydney, to be fair. But don't forget, guys, smash the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. We will be streaming tomorrow night as well. Ashton Naylor says, you have did great commentary so far and keep it up. Appreciate you, Ashton. Thank you very much. Mevita says, okay, yeah. No, I think I'm improving with my commentary too, actually. Like, it's very difficult at times when, there's a heap of comments, but I want to obviously interact with you guys, but I also got to react to the game. It's why it's good sometimes when the game's not exactly that great. But I am obviously, I do feel like I'm definitely improving. Oh, chance there. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner there for Sydney FC. Here we go. Entertainer says, when and who Mariners play next? I'm at your game. I'm going to vlog your game this Saturday at against the Wanderers. It's Wanderers versus Mariners at Bankwest Stadium on Saturday night at 5 p.m, I think it is. Yeah, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Should be a good one, that one. Should be a good one. And chance here for Sydney. Cleared away there by Melbourne City, though. And the boot gets it away. Ashnell says up the Mariners. Yeah, should be good. I will be supporting the Wanderers, obviously, because they are the home team. But I will be getting up to Central Coast to support the Mariners in a vlog this year. Oh, that's going to go out for a goal kick there. Stupid, mate. Stupid. Medvedev says Bankwest Stadium. Yeah, bro. Yeah, on Saturday. When I've supported, I've done a vlog at that stadium, I've never seen a loss. I supported Parramatta there twice. They won 58-0 there, one of those times, and also beat the Bulldogs 8-0 the other time. So I supported the Wanderers, and they won 5-3 against Adelaide United. And I've obviously Fiji for the Sevens, and we won the tournament there. So, I'm on a 100% record right now. So I hope Wanderers fans be loving that I'm there. Mariners fans be not loving that I'm there. There we are. Citrusna says, ha. All right. Well, how are you, mate? How are you? All right. 43 minutes gone. Sydney just passing the ball around the back right now. Anyone reckon it's going to be a goal for half time? I don't think so. I think 2-0 is probably fair enough, really. If anyone's going to score, it's going to be Melbourne City still, though. Like, they've slowed down a little bit. I guess the more possession of the ball has gone probably Sydney's way in the last 10 minutes. Christian Fancy's 2-2 draw. Not from what I've seen so far at all, Buzz. Not from what I've seen so far. Not from what I've seen so far, no. Sydney look like they're not going to score a goal in the next 3 weeks at this rate. You could play this game for literally 3 weeks. And you still wouldn't see a Sydney FC goal at this rate. Ashnell says, you better go for Mariners that game or I get the channel. I'll go for Mariners when I'm at a Mariners home game. I go for your home team unless my team's playing. I always go for the home team because that's where the atmosphere is. So this weekend I'll be going for the Wanderers. I'll probably try and get into the RBB. And then obviously I'll be doing the Cove on Sunday. Oh, yeah, Sunday, yeah. Ali says, Sydney are really sloppy. They are looking very sloppy, yeah. Oh, and the ball goes, and just like that, sloppy, straight to the keeper. Straight to the keeper. Indra says, thanks, sir, for your commentary, but I hope you always react to all of A-League. I do. I do. Well, the ones that I can. Sometimes I have to vlog some, but yeah. We'll be doing tomorrow night's one too, don't you worry. But the only thing that worries me here about me saying it won't happen in regards to Sydney FC coming back is because Melbourne City did let up a 2-0 lead against the Mariners a couple of weeks back. Now, that was when they were looking very, very poor, though. But they did let up a 2-0 lead against the Mariners to lose that one 3-2 noon here. No, cleared away by Sydney FC. So there's always a chance. There is 5 added minutes here at the first half, guys. Obviously, that Bratton injury will add the minutes, so there's a heap of added time here. Ali Mama said, can Sydney FC chase back 3-2? I don't think so, but Mariners did, so surely they could. Lip says, what, add additional minute? 5. Because obviously the Bratton injury. Bratton injury. Indra says, great from Indonesia. We are neighbour country. Yeah, Indonesians love this channel, man. We have a lot of Indonesians here, which is great to see that obviously the A-League is watched and loved by people, over there. Hope you're doing well. But that's going to be a free kick here from Melbourne City, and that's a terrible tackle as well. I'm telling you, Sydney City should get a red card in this game. Like, they should get a red card in this game. Why is there a Nightbot here? I don't have a Nightbot. I don't have a Nightbot. Why is there a Nightbot commenting in the chat right now? That's funny. I don't have Nightbot on, mate. So, 3.5 minutes left here. I'm sorry, Nightbot. Yeah, you say sorry to something that I didn't even realise I had on this channel. 3 minutes left here. Sportmore says, yo. Hello, Sportmore. How you doing? No, Spun Connor. We can still see Spun Connor. Ask the boss says, Melbourne City 2, Sydney FC 1. Well, that's what I predicted before the game started. Ashnell, I can promise you, I'm not going for Mariners this weekend. I'll go for Mariners when I go to a home game. I will 100% be going for the Wanderers this week. I do not go for the away team when they're not my team. I will guarantee you that. There's nothing that will make me stop because that's how I run this channel. Big Boy has his hi. Hello, Chubby. But I will get to a Mariners game. Don't worry. I'll support the Mariners in a vlog at some stage this season, but it will have to be when I figure out a way to go up to Central Coast. I will be up at Central Coast in a couple of weeks' time for the Titans and Warriors game. Obviously, I'll be following the Titans for that vlog, but if the Mariners are playing around that time, then I'll bloody smack it too. Maybe. We'll see how we go. So, there's actually a free kick here, Sydney. See, this is a good chance here. There's still 2.5 minutes left here of this first half of added additional time. No, thank you, Ashen. So, 2.5 minutes to go here of additional time in the first half. They whipped it across. That might be offside there. He's going to go out for a corner. I thought he was offside there, the guy coming around the back end. So corner here for Sydney FC. That was a nice whip in, but Ryan Grant was actually coming around. But I actually think that should have been called offside because Ryan Grant was offside. So even though he didn't touch the ball was going for him, and because of that, Melbourne City give away the corner. So it should have been offside there. 2 minutes, and Melbourne City clear that one away. I don't know why they're talking about momentum shift. There has not been a momentum shift. The game has become a lot more even, but I wouldn't say it's a momentum shift. When you think momentum shift, you start thinking that the other team has taken over the momentum. Ashley says, we are champions. Well, no, you're not. If you win, then great, but you're not champions yet. You can't sing that until you're champions. You can say, we are top of the league. Sing that, but you can't say we're champions. No, because then you look like an idiot. But if you say we are top of the league, then you're 100% right. Melbourne Hume says, what happened to Bratton? He unfortunately got a bad injury. Oh, that's a risky throw there by Redmayne. Unfortunately, he went up and just got absolutely slammed in the air, and It wasn't a bad tackle or anything like that. He just went up strong and came down even harder onto the ground. And I think he did his shoulder or got concussed or something like that. It was pretty bad. He wanted to come back on, but the trainer or the person on the sideline basically said, "Nah, man, you're not going back out there. You ain't going back out there, son." So Tristan says Leeds and Southampton tomorrow. Southampton 1-3. You never know with Leeds. They're the type of team that will win that game. But Southampton are the better team. Oh, Melbourne City, who had a chance just before half-time. And it's going to go outside. There's a chance here. 30 seconds left. It's going to come inside the box. And goes out for Sydney and they clear it away. Ashton now says no, but that's the whole crowd. Well, they need a reality check. We Are Champions is not what Mariners fans should be singing. The only team that can be singing We Are Champions is Sydney FC. Are you serious? If that's true, that needs to go on Reddit. If someone can find a video and put that on Reddit, I'll tell you what, it'll bang, because that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. If they were singing We Are Top of the League, then they're spot on. But to say We Are Champions is incorrect and stupid. But 2-0 here, Melbourne City here at half-time. Melbourne City have been clearly the better team in this game, by a long way. They look fantastic attacking-wise, defensively, midfield. They're just dominating in every facet, and Sydney FC have had nothing to back up. They're just really, really struggling to get anything going here, and Melbourne City are putting on a really quality performance. So, look, I said 2-1 at the beginning of the game, and... I said 2-1 at the beginning of the game, and right now I don't think it's going to be 2-1. I think it could be like 3-1, maybe. I think Sydney FC have kind of gotten back into the game enough to probably score. All right, Kyle Wren. It's time to go, my friend. It's time to go, my friend. Goodbye. And that took me 2 seconds. But, yeah, look, what was I saying now? Jeez, idiots, just buddy making me confused now. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, look, Melbourne City, look, they were the better team, and straight up, they deserve the 2-0. But, obviously, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. And, yeah, I think it was a pretty good half. I think Sydney FC are coming back into it somewhat. If they had scored that goal with Bubba Roosters, they would have been well and truly back into it. It would have been 2-1 Melbourne City. But, yeah, they unfortunately just didn't get it, and I don't know if they were able to come back, but the Mariners did, so... Ashton now says it was a great atmosphere there. Oh, it would have been an amazing atmosphere. I would love to have been in the game. I can't wait to get to a Mariners game, to be honest with you. Like I keep saying, every single stream, a healthy Central Coast is a healthy buddy A-League. I love watching Central Coast be successful, Brisbane Roar be successful, a Sydney team be successful. Everyone, at least one team from every city is very good to see. Newcastle Jets are down at the moment, but, Central Coast are picking it up for that area. Jets picked it up for that area a couple of years back. Brisbane struggled. They're kind of coming back a little bit. Sydney, obviously, they've been pulling along. You got Perth coming up again. Adelaide struggling, but still, at least got one Melbourne team that's doing well. And you could either argue City or Western United that will do well before the end of the season, more than likely. I love it. I do love when the Mariners are successful. The only reason I was telling you about the We Are Champions is because that's incorrect. If you win, then you can sing We Are Champions, but you can sing We Are Top of the League for now, because that is a very good thing for Mariners. They've been shocking for so many years, so just being top of the league is something to really write home about. It is, so it's good to see. Someone in another language, I think that's Japanese maybe, says, is Sabaki starting member? I wish he was. I love him. I really do love Sabaki. He's one of my favourite players in Melbourne City, but unfortunately he's not starting today. I think he's on the bench. So... Viral says this is when the BKR Travel BKR Clips coming back. Really love your content, bro. Keep it up. BKR Clips will come back as soon as I possibly can. BKR Travel will start up on Monday. I know I've been saying that for a couple of weeks now. But I've got a good plan of what I want to do to be consistent on that channel. I didn't want to create content on the channel until I knew what I was doing with the channel. So I've got some heaps of vlogs planned for in Sydney. And also when I go to the Gold Coast or Melbourne or whatnot. That will be pretty interesting for you guys. I'll be doing heaps of GeoGuessr and stuff like that. And I'll also be listening to different music from all around the world. So it'll be really good there with BKR Travel. Looking forward to that, actually. I'm going to start filming for that tomorrow outside of the quarantine vlogs that I've already done. BK Clips will start up when I can. It will start when I can. But look, what do you guys think of the second half, you guys? Do you think Sydney FC will come back and win it? Or do you think Melbourne City have what it takes to hold out here? Like I said, Melbourne City did give up a 2-0 lead against the Mariners and they won 3-2. But in the end, Mariners, look, I want to say something about the Mariners too, actually. Everyone's complaining that they should have won that game against Adelaide. I disagree. I think that a draw is fine. I think Adelaide were the better team overall, though. I think that obviously the 2 penalties are debatable. You can wipe out both if you want, or you can definitely wipe out one. But if you wipe out the one that is 100% and the other one's somewhat 50-50, probably leaning towards a no, it kind of is still a yes. It's still a 2-2 draw, and Adelaide were the better team in that game by a long way. Mariners looked absolute dog shit. Their first goal came from an Adelaide defensive mistake. Their first goal came from a horrific mistake that wasn't forced upon. It was unneeded. There was no pressure. There was nothing, right? That's the first goal that came, which is a stupid error at the back there by Adelaide. And Mariners got through and scored. It was a great goal. It was a great finish, though. It was a great finish. But in the same sense, it shouldn't have happened. It was just ridiculous. The second goal was just random. A look well, but it was a good goal, though. It was a good goal. But look, I think Adelaide, people are overestimating the fact that Mariners should have won that, because I don't think they necessarily should have. I think a draw would have been fair, because Adelaide were the better team in that game. Ashton now says, I think, to be honest, I'm not being biased, but I think Mariners 2-2. Well, 2-2. That's what I'm saying. I think 2-2 was a fair result there. I think that, look, Mariners still scored their goals from an error from Adelaide, and also scored one of their goals from a great goal for Alukuwal, who I said would score a goal in that game. But in the same sense, 2-2 is fair. Yeah, there's no way Mariners deserved to win that game. And you could argue that Adelaide probably didn't deserve to win the game too, but they were the better team. Ali says, I think there'll be no goals scored by either team in the second half. Wow, that's a big call. That is a big call, my friend. Wowee. That is a big call to say no goals, especially when Melbourne City were just absolutely crushing opportunities in that first half. They were just going bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. So, look, I think City FC can get back in this. Don't get me wrong. They're a good enough team. They've won the league twice in a row for that very reason. Like, of course. They've won the league they've won the league from coming back in games that look unwinnable for many time now. Many a damn well time. But I just don't see it. City are desperate, man. City are absolutely desperate. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting the comment section back on the phone here. Just exited. All right, we're back on. Chris Gaming says, where's Chris Good? Is he on the pitch? No, Good. I don't think Good's on the pitch. No, Good's not on the pitch. So possession's been 50-50, by the way. Territory, 54% for Melbourne City. Sydney FC, 46%. Fouls. There's actually been more fouls for Melbourne City, 8-6. But, Sydney FC have given away 3 yellow cards throughout that 6. And then, obviously, Melbourne City had 9 shots to 2 or some shit like that. That's wild, man. 9 shots to 2 is just outrageous. Especially when you're the champions and coming off a 0-0. You don't need to prove your defence at this point. Well, you do now because you're down 2-0. But you don't need to prove your defence at this point. You need to prove that you can still score. Because they didn't score. They got Barbarossa's magic against Wellington, but they didn't really score. They haven't been that good. Actually, what is their results this year? Let me have a look right now, actually. What has their results been looking like so far this year? Obviously, I watched them all, but it's hard to remember every single one of them when I stream every single bloody game, basically. So the 0-0 against the Raw, obviously. I watched that. They got postponed against Western United. They had the 2-1. That's right, 2-1 against Wellington. The McCarthy 3-0. No, don't at me about that. That's not included. They didn't score against the Mariners. They lost 2-0. They scored only 1 against the Wanderers. And they won 2-1 against Wellington. But, it's not impressive. It's not impressive for a team that won the last 2 years in a row, you know what I'm saying? It's just not as impressive as you'd hope it to be. But Doctor rules Luke Bratton unfit to return the game after head on. Well, of course. I don't understand why people are still talking about this. It was obviously he wasn't shaping up well at all. He obviously didn't look good at all. Of course he was going to get taken out there. Of course he was going to get taken out. But it is half time. Do hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. But McLaren and Adrian Luna have been the 2 guys to score here for Melbourne City. I think a team that has been somewhat sneaking under the radar a little bit is Western United. I know they haven't been that great to start the season, and I know you're probably thinking, oh yeah, he's just talking because they won 4-1 against MacArthur. Even when they played the Mariners, I said they're a pretty decent team, man. They're still a pretty decent team that just hasn't been getting the results that they probably deserve. But they are a good team, regardless. They've got a good bunch of players. Do I think Barisha is the guy there anymore? Probably not. I think that they probably should move on to Pierres, and Pierres scored a goal, and Barisha scored a goal too. So I think that they need someone a little bit faster there. Letip says whether Sydney can make a goal. Do I think Sydney can make a goal? They can. They can make a goal. Do I think they're going to? No. Maybe. They've been putting a few opportunities around in the last few moments, the last 5-10 minutes this first half, but still, it's not looking that impressive. like, I'm not going to wipe out a team that's won back-to-back. I'm not going to wipe out a team that, has players that definitely can score. But their attack has been where it's been lackluster this year. Brisbane Royal Post says, most underrated player in the A-League and most overrated. Underrated. I really like Jay O'Shea. He hasn't been great recently, though. Underrated Tsubaki. I really do like Tsubaki at Melbourne City. People don't really notice him too much, but I really think he does a great deal of attack on the attacking front for Melbourne City, and he hasn't even got a start here today, unfortunately. They haven't even put him on the team, which is strange for me. I think Kisnorbo just doesn't like him or something like that. It's really odd. And we had someone asking about Tsubaki before, actually. So look, I think Tsubaki is very, very, very underrated, and I really do enjoy watching him play. Overrated, I would probably say Berisha, and the only reason I'd say Berisha is because he is older now. If you spoke to me 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, he is career-wise one of the best A-League players to ever play in the game. Possibly the most unanimously best striker we've probably had on a long-term basis. But now he's still got the, I guess, aura about him from the fans, as if he can still go on banging goals every single game. He is a lot older. He doesn't have the same track record anymore, and he is struggling overall. So, look, I think he's fine this year. He'll get by, but surely Western United don't bring it back again for next year. I don't know his contract situation, but surely they don't. Cora says, will City make some subs? 3 are on yellow. You'd assume so, brus. You'd hope so, my dude. You would damn well hope so. They haven't made any, they've made one, but that was because of the Bratton injury. So that was because of the Bratton injury. But you'd hope they make subs, because not only they're yellow cards, but the team that they've got right now just isn't putting it together either. So, you damn well hope they're going to be putting some substitutions around. The second half is about to get started here, guys. It is very, very close. So let me know your score predictions. Balls into the area. Melbourne City 18. Sydney FC with 9. That is ridiculous. Yellow cards. Oh, sorry. Sydney FC have 4 yellow cards, by the way, not 3. They've got 4 yellow cards. I didn't even realise that. They've got 4 yellow cards, not 3. That's outrageous, mate. That's outrageous. It's outrageous. I'm also wearing a jumper, and I regret wearing a jumper. It's my Cubs jumper, but I regret wearing it because it's very hot right now. It was very cold here in Sydney today, and now it's very hot right now in Sydney. Or where I am, anyway. Very hot. Hold on one sec. Let me get this up. Let me get the... who's playing this weekend? Who is playing this weekend? So, this weekend, obviously tomorrow we got Melbourne Victory versus Wellington Phoenix. Jay says, how many times has Boba touched the ball? I don't think he's touched it all, mate. I don't think he's touched it once. I genuinely wouldn't say that he's touched it once. So on Friday, Perth Glory play Brisbane Roar. That'll be a good game. I'll be at the Wanderers and Adelaide game. I won't be able to stream the Victory versus Western United game. Geez, a lot of Perth games being postponed this week. A lot of Perth games. They had like 4 games prepared for this week, and they've all been. One of them's the only one of them's gone ahead, obviously. But yeah, Wanderers Adelaide I'll be at. Then Victory Western United will be a shit game. Western United win that game. Actually, it was good 0-0 when they last played each other. To be honest with you, it was a really enjoyable 0-0 when we last watched them. Sydney FC Macarthur, I'll be at that game, and then I won't be able to stream. I don't know what games here. They've got 2 games, the same team: Melbourne City versus Wellington Phoenix, and also Newcastle Jets versus Wellington Phoenix at the exact same time. So I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea who's playing on Sunday besides Sydney FC and Macarthur. Because it's got Wellington's playing either the Jets or Melbourne City. It's literally just saying both. So. Brisbane Royal Post said it's storming right now, Briz. There you go. Ashnell says, I think the A-League trends are going to get more popular. Well, I've seen overall, like view-wise, they're definitely going up. It just depends on the day, though. A-League, it depends on what day. So Sundays don't get a great deal because obviously people are doing stuff. NRL is going to be big when it comes. But Sundays don't do greatly. Saturdays are okay. Fridays are good. Midweek is usually the best. Around now, usually. Around now is usually the best. JJ says, I thought Boba was a sub since I didn't hear you mention his name, but just saw the lineup and he was starting. Yeah, man. Yeah, he subbed on against Brisbane Roar, but didn't do anything. But yeah, he's playing today. But the reason why he hasn't touched the ball is because he's got no distribution, because Sydney FC aren't getting any of the ball. And when they do get the ball, they lose it straight away. Shannon Humphrey says, I'll go Melbourne City to win. Well, you'd hope so, mate, considering that they're already up 2-0 at half time. You'd expect them to be winning this one, to be completely fair to you. But I'm looking forward after this. Got a buddy, nice little steak waiting for me. Brisbane Royal Post says, you vlogging Wanderers game. I am, son. I'm doing Wanderers and I'm doing Sydney FC this week. And then I'm doing Wanderers again next Wednesday. I'm doing 2 Wanderers games in the next 7 days. Well, 8 days, because their next game is on next Wednesday. So Saturday and Wednesday. But that's going to be... It's actually a really good 3 games too. Obviously, Wanderers and Mariners, which is a good one. And then Sydney FC Macarthur, which is a very good one. Which is a new rivalry too. And I'll probably go to the Cove for that. And then obviously next week, which is the Wanderers and the Melbourne City game, which we were meant to go to a couple of weeks ago. Frenchie says, if there is a Titans game while what's going on? If there's a Titans game while there's an A-League game on, I'm just attacking Titans all day, every day. We know this. We know this. NRL takes precedence on this channel. It takes precedence on this channel. But in the same sense, I'll get to as many A-League games as I possibly can, even when the NRL gets back, and AFL. But we all know what Australia's main sports are. So, and I obviously love both those sports. So that'll be the main content. Obviously. But I will still be obviously smacking that A-League. Power rankings every Wednesday. That comes out tomorrow. Oh, if it's a Titans game or a Raw game, which one will you watch? Titans. I'll be at the Titans game. Straight up. Every day. That's not hard for me. JJ says, someone get Bobo a jacket. He might catch a cold out there if he isn't doing anything. Well, yeah, he isn't. I actually dead set haven't seen him, let alone seeing him touch the ball. I just I haven't seen him literally on the field, let alone him touching the damn well ball. Like, it's crazy. But that's not necessarily his fault. He's probably in position to score. He's probably in a good position. But then again, like, people overrate returnees. They overrate it, especially for Sydney FC. Like, overall, their attack this whole season's been struggling, like I've been trying to tell everyone. So, they just wanted, I guess they were begging that someone wanted to come back and do something good. And obviously we're still waiting for Bobo to do anything. But this is only his second game, man. Like, you can't really expect too much too early. Shannon Humphrey says, don't forget to make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you are new. Well, there you go. Exactly right. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We're 2 likes away from 60. 2 likes away from 60. Smash that thumbs up button and obviously subscribe. Brisbane Post says AFL take over A-League. A-League will take a lot less of a precedence over those 2 sports. But in the same sense, I'll still be doing as much as I possibly can. Because A-League has a lot of midweek games. AFL, NRL don't have any midweek games. Thursday night, yes, NRL and AFL. It just depends on the quality of the games. Because I do so many sports on this channel, it depends on how quality of the game it is. Like, if it's Brisbane Roar going up against Sydney, like, it depends on how good the teams are playing. That'll take precedence. And that works with NRL and AFL too. So the game has started here, guys. Second half is underway. And that's going to be Melbourne City here for the throw-in. Sydney just need more ball, man. They just need more ball. Try and get a little bit more attacks going. They've only had 2 shots, and they both came in the last 5 minutes of that first half. So they just need to get a little bit more going. But Melbourne City here, it goes up the right-hand side. I didn't know where that was going. But it's a good opportunity for Melbourne City again. Oh, Naboo is going to keep it inside. And whips it. Oh, it's a terrible pass. Naboo's been shocking today. I'm sorry. He's getting heaps of room. He's off the ball. Has been very nice in today's game, but unfortunately, his actual product itself has not been good at all. Every pass he makes is dead set to the other team. Like, it's shocking from Naboo. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. But if it was a game about where your buddy's down on the field, well, he's buddy winning it right now because he's getting a heap of space out there on that wing. So Melbourne City are going to steal this ball back again and to throw in. Brisbane Roar Pro says, did you hear about Brisbane Knicks playing in Newcastle Jet Stadium? And things like that, man. So that day, the Sharks play the Raiders and I think the Roosters play the Tigers, and I couldn't care less about either of those games. So I'll be going and vlogging both those games at up at Central Coast. Newcastle, sorry. I think it's at Newcastle. I think it's at Newcastle. So yeah, I'll be at both those games, obviously, and vlogging both of them. Oh, that's a terrible ball. And City will get this one away, and they can counter here. So much space here. So much space. And Naboo with space again. That's what I'm saying. He's got great space. He's got great off-the-ball movement. But it's about what he does with it here. And over the top. That's actually a good ball. That's a goal. Oh, save by Redmayne. That's a great save by Redmayne. That is a fantastic save by Redmayne. That should have been 3-0. That should have been 3-0. But Redmayne, he stops it from going to the back of the net, and that was awesome. That was absolutely an awesome save by Redmayne. You've got to commend him for that. As much as he's been pretty average in this game, it was really good to see. So 2-0 here, Melbourne City here still. 47 minutes gone. But no, I'm definitely looking forward to the NRL coming up. I can't wait for the Titans games to get back underway, man. And easy save. Easy save by Glover. Is he going to whack this one away? Nope. He's going to slow it down. It was finally a good finished product there from Naboot, though. Naboot puts it inside, and he was trying to head it back across goal there, McLaren. It's the right idea. You can't complain. You can't complain with what McLaren did or Naboot. It was just a good save by Redmayne. I guess if you put it lower, not higher, but if you put it lower, you probably score there. Because he wouldn't have been able to get down quick enough. That's a terrible clearance there from Redmayne. I know it went to the player, but that was a shocking clearance there from Redmayne. So Sydney FC now with the ball. Are they going to get past? Are they going to get past the 3/4 mark? Because they didn't get past the 3/4 mark of the field until at least the 40th minute of the last half. I'm all over the shot. It's just so bland. And that's the thing with CFC too, like people haven't been mentioning. They have been very bland this year. Even their defense, their midfield, their attack, it just isn't that great. I know that they're technically top of the table if they won this game, but who have they really played to be honest with you? Like, overall, who have they actually played on a dead set, scary level? Like, they haven't played MacArthur, who can beat them. They've played the Mariners, and they beat them. They played the Raw, and they didn't get a result against them. They haven't played Perth Glory yet. Haven't played Western United yet. I'm not too sure. But Sydney FC, they don't look that great overall. I think people are just relying on last year's form. Oh, and here we go, Melbourne City with a chance again. Oh, lucky there for Sydney FC to clear that one away and get that one going still. That was actually nice there for Neuenhoff to block that one, because if he doesn't block that, that goes away there for a Melbourne City goal. Straight up. City aren't doing anything with it. What are you doing? They just passed the ball around the midfield right now. What are they actually doing? There's nothing positive about the way Sydney FC are playing at all. And they had to kick the ball straight back. Actually, no, I think Sydney FC 7th this year, not to be rude. Nah, they'll be finals for sure, but they won't. I don't think they're winning it. I don't have them as my favourite. I don't even know who's my favourite, to be honest with you. I don't think there is a favourite for me. I dead set don't think there is a favourite so far this year in the A-League. Oh, City here with a chance. And nice work by Atkinson. Keep it in. Can they whip it in? It's going to be a good chance here. Get it back to Atkinson. That was nearly nicely played there by Luna, but it will come away for Sydney. I think if... that was a good... No, bullshit. That's a good tackle, son. That's a good tackle. And that's a shocking play there by Sydney. That's the thing I'm talking about. What are you doing passing that ball so quickly there? What are you doing passing that ball so quickly? Obviously, get your possession going, sort it out, set it up, and just keep going. Get a little bit more, consistency going about your gameplay. Holy shit, bros. Holy shit. If Sydney's I don't think Sydney's going to score in this game. I don't think anyone can tell me that Sydney's going to score in this game and tell me confidently. Who would be favourite right now? Who would be favourite? It wouldn't be Brisbane. For me, it's not Sydney. It's not Mariners. It's not McCarthy. There is no favourite. You couldn't actually find a favourite right now in the A-League. You couldn't find a favourite in the A-League yet. There's no way you could tell me anyone should be 100% favourites right now. Mariners look dog shit against Adelaide. Brisbane Roar haven't looked that great for weeks. MacArthur are so 50-50 and then lost 4-1 to Western United, who have been losing a lot this year. Western United, that was their first win in ages. Melbourne City, this is going to be their first win in ages. Sydney FC are struggling offensively completely, and City might score here. I think he's offside. He might be onside. Melbourne City here with a chance. Oh, it's so... That was disgusting. Ashton Ellis, I just hate when they stay on the ground, the players, it's so annoying. Yeah, 100%. I'm just trying to figure out who would be favourite. I don't think you could, Clint. You couldn't tell me straight up right now that it's the team that's favourite. You'd still have to probably rely on Sydney FC being it based on the fact they've won 2 years in a row. But there's no way they missed the finals, Ashtonella. There's no way Sydney FC missed the finals. I think you're overestimating this performance because they were still relatively decent against Brisbane, but Brisbane's defence is very good. Just unfortunately for me, Brisbane's attack is not the goods. It's not the goods, but the defence is the goods. Maybe they're talking about Melbourne City's attack and game plans being worked out. And what game are you watching, buddy? I don't think so. Melbourne City have just relaxed a lot, considering they're up 2-0. Like, they're not going anywhere near as hard. Ashanella says, but Brisbane did not play their best. Yes and no. Brisbane was still okay. Brisbane was still fine. People underestimate that performance. Like, defensively, it was very good. And they were attacking quite okay, but it was not... We didn't get that much of the ball. The possession battle was definitely won by Sydney. Palani says, sorry to say, A-League no quality. Disagree completely. I watch a lot of leagues, and I can tell you right now, this year, A-League has been fantastic quality this year. Chance here. Oh, it's a goal, 3-0. That's a goal, 3-0. That's a great goal too. Jay McLaren, I told you guys a brace. I told you guys a brace. Goal, 3-0. 3-0. Jay McLaren, I told you he'd get a brace, and finally Naboot gets a good assist. Finally Naboot is able to actually get an assist going, and Jamie McLaren gets the brace I was talking about, and it is 3-0 Melbourne City. Wow-wee. Sydney FC getting torn apart here. But this is what I've been saying. Like, Sydney FC have been getting absolutely walloped by Naboot on that right-hand side space-wise, and finally Naboot's gone away from his crossing, and it's come into his actual plays inside the box. And finally, and that's twice now. That's twice now that Naboot's had a good... No, the last one wasn't. But this one was a very good pass, and McLaren puts it in the back of the net. So it's a goal, and it's 3-0 to Melbourne City. Ashnell says, Sydney lose, like I said, 4-0. Yeah, but you said that when they were 2-0 up, 2-0 down, sorry, and there's no way before the game anyone on their right mind would have said 4-0 to Melbourne City. So I can guarantee you it's either because of you hate Sydney, or it's because they were already up 2-0. So I'm thinking a little bit of bias coming in there, because there's no way someone could have told me that Sydney were losing this game 4-0 before the game started. Even losing the game. They were very high favourites for this. So Matt Derbyshire and Alu Kowal are the two leaders of the Golden Boot. But realistically, it's Alu Kowal, because Derbyshire scored 3 goals. Oh no, was it 4 goals? I think it was... I don't know if it's 3 or 4 goals against Adelaide. So Tristan says, Vamos, Melbourne City, love, love, love. Yeah, well, they're doing the goods, man. They're doing the goods. And there's no way. If anyone asks me now what I think about Melbourne City and Sydney FC, I'm telling you, City win by a heap. Freddie says, I said 4-0 at 1-0 because that was a crappy start, but I did say 2-1 for the game. Yeah, exactly right. That's fair. That's 100% fair. That's 100% fair. The way that Melbourne City scored their first, it was in the first 10 minutes. You always knew it was going to be an absolute banger. Like, you always just knew it was just going to bang apart. There's just, yeah, 100%. Because Sydney have looked so scrappy this entire game. Like, there hasn't been a point of this match that they've actually looked the goods, to be honest with you. There hasn't been a single... Maybe the 40th minute to the 41st minute, something like that. I don't know. Something around that. But, yeah, they've looked pretty average. And I could honestly see this being a 5-0 at this rate. Melbourne City is still attacking. Frenchie, who do you go over there? I'm pretty sure Frenchie's a Wanderers fan. I could be wrong. That's going to be corner. No, good defense there by Melbourne City. Very good defense there by Melbourne City. They're away here again. Underneath, get that ball out to Naboot, where they've been gone all day. And guess what? Out there again. Plenty of space for Naboot. See, there I go. I got it right, Frenchie. See, I know you're a bloody Wanderers fan, mate. Chance of Melbourne City again. Naboot, get up there. He gets there to the corner. Oh, no, that's Adrian Luna, sorry. I was just expecting Naboot to be there because that's where he's been all day. Getting that ball out there. So 56 minutes gone, guys. Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. Because we do every game. As much as we can. But Melbourne City here. Another chance down the wing. Just holding this ball up here. Holding this ball up. Gets it inside. Chance here. Could be 4. No. Save by Redmayne. Situation says, come on, McLaren. 1 goal. Hat trick. 4-0. Yeah. Can see it. Definitely can see it. Oh, wow. Wow, that's bad. Oh, wow, that's bad. Sydney FC are playing so rively. Look at this, bro. This is terrible, bro. This is shocking. They're playing like bloody high school kids right now. They're dead set playing like high school kids right now. And that's going to go out for a... That's a shot. That's a goal kick. You're an idiot. French says, Aston, we already beat you guys 1-0. Yeah, but that wasn't a good game. That was a pretty shocking game by both teams, to be completely fair. Mate, we had 2 red cards that game. No, you didn't? Huh? What? I remember watching that game. It was like a Tuesday. No way. Hold on, when was this? Okay, Wanderers back then. 1-1. Nah, bullshit. Bullshit. Hold on, I'm going to find this. Where is this 1-0? Where is this 1-0 here? Where is this 1-0? I need to find it. Oh, there's nobody two red cards there, was there? Shannon Humphrey says there are two. Sydney FC's trash at the moment. Yeah, they are. And look at the goods, mate. They look terrible. I can't find the 1-0. I dead set. Oh, there it is. You didn't have a single red card in that game, Ashton. What are you talking about? There was no red cards. There was no red cards in that game. Ashton Ella, you're lying. There's no red cards in that game, my friend. So 58 minutes gone here. Still 3-0 Melbourne City. I can 100% guarantee you the game this year, that was a 1-0 win for all Wanderers over Mariners. It was no red cards. Go and have a look at the official stats. I'm telling you right now. I remember the game too. There was no red card. Ashton, you're drunk, mate. You need to have a watch of the game again. So Melbourne City with the ball and back to Sydney. Just firm the L, man. Like, geez, you should know how to expect L's and hold L's after 10 years of being average. Like, just firm the elbows. Isaac Rich says, big storm here in Brisbane, Blaze. Oh, is it? Jeez, I'm bloody falling all over the shop right now. Yeah, I think bloody Brisbane Raw Post was saying there was a big storm there in Brizzy, actually. Is it, what do you reckon? You reckon the bloody lights are going to go out soon? You reckon the lights are going to go out soon, like Sydney FC? There's no storm here, but the lights have definitely gone out for Sydney FC, put it that way. Ashen, I'm telling you, there was no red cards in the game. Sydney FC with a chance here. Oh my God, very close there for Swibble, but it will go out for a goal kick here. It will go out for a goal kick. Ooh, someone's down here. Is that Metcalf? He's very unlucky here, Swibble. Goes over the top. Nice actual whip in there from Wood. Wood comes on the field, and oh my God, it's unlucky. That's a very, very unlucky there for the Sydney FC. Very, very unlucky. Unfortunately, just goes underneath it and goes over the top. So it will stay here at 3-0, but that was a good chance for Sydney to try and muster back a draw, I guess. Try and sneak back a draw at some little factor. 60 minutes gone. I don't know. Why is... Okay, so Archie Thompson's just come out and said that for me it was about Melbourne City coming out in the second half. They're already up 2-0. Like, come on, man. Isaac Rich says, surprised my power hasn't gone out yet. Mate, Sydney FC's taken all the power of everyone out. All their fans right now. They're witnessing a power outage, all right? They're witnessing a power outage, all right? Ashton now says, Alu Kuala's a god. If you say he's not, shove a brick on your head. He's absolutely not. He's a great player. I love watching him play. But in the same sense, this isn't a Mariners stream. I don't understand why we're talking about the Mariners so much. Because the Mariners have been shit ass for 10 years. And they're still not exactly unbelievable. But Alu Kuala's a fantastic player. And I think he'll win the Golden Boot. And I've said this because he's the only guy that can score there for the Mariners. On a consistent level anyway. And he's better off the bench. I like him, but a god. Shit, man. Shit, man. Oh, what are you doing, Sydney FC? Like, come on, Buzz. Sydney FC are wasting our time right now with this shit. Like, they're wasting our time with how bad they're playing right now. Score a goal. Make it interesting. Come on. Score a goal here, Sydney. Make it interesting. Score another one. Make it 3-2. Please. I beg of you. Make this game interesting, because right now you're getting slaughtered, son. And slaughtered. Here we go. Whips it in, and that is absolutely horrific. Owen Kuntat says, honestly, how do the Mariners get a pass to be amongst the big dogs this year? They're not in the big dogs just yet. Maybe this year they're part of the good teams, yes, but they're not classing them as a big dog team yet. But chance here for Melbourne City. Over the top! Oh, wow, that should have been a hat-trick. From McLaren, but unfortunately he couldn't get his foot behind that one enough, and it will go out for a goal kick. Overall, as in like A-League, the only big dogs would be Sydney FC, Melbourne Victory, and maybe Brisbane. I'd probably say Melbourne Victory and Sydney FC are the two top big dogs overall. Brisbane maybe just that little bit less. You had to ask me 4 or 5 years ago than Brisbane, but no. Overall in the A-League, the Mariners wouldn't be classed as a big dog team. No way. Aussie versus Wanderers. No way, Buzz. No way. Absolutely goddamn not. Have the Wanderers won the A-League? Have the Wanderers won the A-League? They've been in the grand final. Patty Cat says, Jackson said on stream this might be the worst Sydney loss he's ever witnessed. Well, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Ashton said the 1-0. Yeah, there's no way. There's no goddamn way you could say that the Wanderers are a big dog team. At least the Mariners have won back in the day. Like, no way could you class the Wanderers as a big dog team. But yeah, no, this is horrific. No, Patty Cat, you're 100% right. You're 100% spot on. This is the shittest bloody game I've watched from Sydney FC ever. And they've been in 4 grand finals, yeah. Alex L says Sydney getting touched up good and proper. Yeah, they are. And by a team that's been very, very, very average this year. A team that could have been last if the Victory had won their game. So, you know, it tells you everything you need to know. It tells you everything you need to know. Luke Palmer says, go to do my song and I see this shit. Yeah, man. If you're a Sydney FC fan, you would be liking this one. Adrian Luna comes out here for Rice. I'm not too sure who this is, but Luna, you know, it was one of the goal scorers tonight, and you got to be happy with his performance. Oscar Burke says Brisbane are not a big dog considering they have a smaller fan base than the Wanderers and they have been at grand finals and won an ACL. Well, they haven't won an A-League, brother. You can't class a team that has not won an A-League as a big dog on any level, in any planet, on any society, in any bloody form. That is a horrific call. Horrific. The team has never won the A-League. That's like saying that Western United, they haven't won yet, but they've been good. Like, shit, man. Like, that's stupid, bros. Like, it might be your opinion, but your opinion is wrong. You can't say a team is classed as a big dog team when they haven't won an A-League. Come on, bro. Like, that's just basic, my man. That's just basic shit. Brisbane Royal Post says Morecambe Gladbach have beat Dortmund, Bayern, next city. Good luck. Good luck. But I can't believe that. Like, how could you honestly argue that Wanderers, a team who hasn't won yet, they've got a great fan base, but in the same sense, no, they don't. Brisbane Roar have a very, very, very large fan base, just as much as Western Sydney Wanderers. What are you talking about? You go back to 2011-12 or 2012-13 to actually got all the way to 2014-15. Brisbane Roar was still getting good crowds. Wanderers are in the exact same area right now with their fans, or even last year, the last 3 years, as Brisbane Roar have been. When Wanderers were at their best, they were packing out crowds. When Brisbane were at their best, they were packing out crowds. That's a horrific take, bros. That's an absolutely horrific take. Oscar Bose's first Australian team to win in the ACL. That's great. Can they win the A-League? Considering that they, they must be awesome. Considering that you're saying that they won the ACL. They must be awesome. They must be awesome. Considering they've won the ACL, they must have won like 5 A-Leagues, right? Bro, when they win the A-League... When they win the A-League, and ever's a long time, FYI, but when they win the A-League, then you come talk to me, because then you can class them as a big dog team. Yeah, with the crowd, they're big dogs, 100%. 100% with the crowd, Wanderers are classed as big dogs, but when it comes to on-field performances, absolutely goddamn not. And not on any planet would you ever class a team that has not won the league in their history a big dog team. If you're talking about ACL, compared to Australian teams, so they're the only team that win it. Congratulations. And they're a fantastic team. They've got a great supporter base. I love their supporter base. I'll be at their supporter base on this Saturday and supporting the Wanderers in the RBB. But you can't class this team as a big dog team when they've never won the A-League. Come on, bros. This is the league we're talking about here. It's like winning the Champions League, not the Prem. That's great. Well, then you're still not classed as a big dog. You're telling me, right? Okay. So you're telling me West Ham. You know what? Let's go and say that Sheffield United win the Champions League, and then they've never won the Premier League. You're classing them as a big dog team. Come on, bros. Come on, bros. Brisbane Royal Post says, agree, you can't win an A-League team and call them big dog. Exactly right. And that's going to be easy save. There's 66 minutes gone here, guys. Still 3-0. D-Mac Infinite says, I think Melbourne City could turn their season around, possibly return to the grand final. They could turn their season around, but it's just because Kids Norbo is still there that I doubt it. But yeah, 100% they could still turn their season around. But right now, Sydney will not go above Brisbane Roar with a win because the goal difference of Brisbane Roar is better than Sydney FC with a win on their game in hand. So this is a very good result here for Brisbane. Very good result. It's like saying Melbourne City are a big dog team because they've won like the FFA Cup or something like that. They've not won the A-League. Would you class Melbourne City as a big dog team? Would you? I guarantee you probably would too because they've been successful for the last 3 years or whatever. How long have they even been Melbourne City, not Melbourne Heart? 3, 4, 5 years? 3, 4 years? No, 2016. When did they become City and not Heart? Luke Palmer says ACL doesn't have shit in the Champions League. No, he's not talking about that. He's not saying that at all. He's just saying that Wanderers should be classed as a big dog team because they've won the ACL despite not winning the A-League. But, like, no. When they win the A-League, I will class them as a big dog team. Until then, absolutely not. Jeffrey says, can the Hurricanes beat the Blues on Saturday night? Probably not, mate. I'll be back in the Blues there. Blues are a very good team. Desmond says 2016 or 17, I think they became City. I think it would have been 2016 because 2016 was the peak. Or it could have been 2015, to be honest with you. Because 2016 was the peak. No, it was 2015 because 2015 was when Man City came down here and played in the... what's it called? The ICL, International Champions League or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. IC something. Melbourne City with a chance here. Melbourne City with a chance and not anymore. I think it was 2015 when Melbourne City... It could even be 2004. No, it was 2015. Oscar Bow says, it's not like they weren't at the top winning a Premier's Plate and all that for the start of their existence. Sheffield United, bad example in the relegation zone. I am a Wanderers fan, but respect it. No, bro. I won't respect this shit. This is a horrific call, bro. You need to understand this is a bad take. If you make a good call, I'll accept it 100%. But this is a terrible take, my man. I'll give you... Okay, a team that's never won the Premier League. Everton. Are they a big dog team? Everton a big dog team. They win the Champions League. Are they a big dog team? That's a great example. You can't argue with that example. Are Everton a big dog team alongside your Man Cities, alongside your United, alongside your Chelsea, alongside your Liverpool? Would they then be class? Oh, Chelsea, Melbourne City! Oh! McLaren's so close to getting a goal there. So close. Yeah, International Champions Cup in 2015. Yeah, so because they played Melbourne City, because I was there. I went to all three of those games. I went to Melbourne City on the Gold Coast versus Man City, and then obviously I went to both those games in Melbourne against Roma and Real Madrid. We beat Roma in penalties. Real Madrid we lost 4-0. We got flogged. Got flogged in that game. People were throwing paper airplanes on the field. But yeah, it was 2015, so it has to be either 2015 or 2014 that Melbourne City became Melbourne City. Someone loves says, "Yo, Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is a great example. Would you class Nottingham Forest as a big dog team, Oscar Burt? Considering that they've won, Europe before. They've been top dogs of Europe before. Are they a top dog team, or because they're in the Championship, it doesn't count? It's not a good example." Oscar Burke, no, bro. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done with the conversation. Like, if you can't understand that Everton are still absolutely goddamn not a big dog team until they can win at least one, I wouldn't even class a Premier League team a big dog team. Tottenham, they're no, brother, no, they're not even classed as a big dog team, and they've been here for how long? They haven't won in 56 years. They've never even won the Champions League. They're shit ass. They're a bad example. But, brother, come on, man. Everyone in the chat is literally saying, it's stupid. And I'm saying it's stupid. If you say something good, I'll back it in. But they haven't won the A-League, man. You can't be comparing it to teams who have won the A-League. Oh, Melbourne City again. McLaren's missed another shot there. Yeah, I agree. I now hate the word big dog. Yeah, Blackburn Rovers have won the Premier League. But, yeah, that's a different story, though. They've won the Premier League. They haven't won the Champions League, but that's a whole different story on itself. They aren't a big dog, Kuntat. That one, mate. Big dog. We have said that word too many times. DMAC Infinite says MacArthur have won a couple of games. Guess they're a big dog team. I think I know what he's trying to say. I understand his viewpoint, but it's wrong. But I understand his viewpoint because this isn't a part of opinion. Because there's no way you could class a team that hasn't won the league in which they play every single season as a big dog team. Oh, that's going to go deflection. Goal! It's 3-1. It's 3-1. It's a good goal. Oh, it's not a good goal. It's a goal. It's a goal and it's 3-1. It's a goal. It's 3-1. And Ninkovic puts it in the bottom right-hand corner of the net. Oh, jeez. Don't do it, Melbourne City. There's still 20 minutes to go here. I tell you what, don't bloody do it, Melbourne City. Don't choke this away. That's so unfortunate for Melbourne City, though. That's a deflection off the back there. Yeah, it just fits perfectly there for Ninkovic, and Ninkovic puts it in the back of the net. That's so unfortunate there for Melbourne City. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Wayne Rooney says, "Why Ziyech from Chelsea cannot start lineup Chelsea after Frank Lampard out?" Good call, to be honest with you. But in the same sense, Chelsea, they're in a whole reboot phase right now. Well, they're not in a whole reboot phase, but they're in a reboot phase for a big dog team. Haha, take that one. Nate says, didn't really expect any to score. I don't think anyone did. I said 2-1 pre-game, but then when the when the first goal came in, I was like, it's probably going to be like 3-0. I think I did say 3-1 after the first goal went in. But this game could have more goals, to be honest with you. It could. Indra says, I think nothing goal again after Sydney scored. Yeah, but we all thought that Sydney wouldn't score. Now they have scored. So Melbourne City could still score again here. And Sydney could still score again. You know, there's still 18 minutes to go here, lads. There's still 18 minutes to go here. And the boot with the ball on the wing. Oh my God, Oscar Burke, Villa are not classed as a big dog. Like, holy damn, brother. What are you doing? Are you trolling right now? Are you trolling? The only big dogs in the Premier League right now are United, Liverpool, and United are on the brink, but United is still damn a big dog because of their history. They'll always be a big dog. Chelsea there because of their history. City because of what they're doing now. That's a free kick. That's a yellow card surely there for Caceres. Oh, this could be a red card here because he's already on a yellow. That has to be a yellow card. That has to be a second yellow card. That has to be a second yellow card there. That has to be a second yellow card. That has to be a second yellow card. That has to be a red card here for Sydney FC. I'm sorry, but that's a wrong call. That's an incorrect call. That's an incorrect call. Every day of the week, every single day of the week, that is a yellow card. But because he's already on a yellow card, he doesn't give him a second yellow card. That is a scared, weak referee. He is a weak referee. That is the wrong call. Every day of the week, that's a yellow card. But because it's going to be a red... Oh, here we go. Chance here, and they deserved a goal there after that bullshit call. I'm sorry, but that's just horrific. And VAR should stand in there and say, you know what, you got that wrong, you dickhead. Straight up, that's what happened. It should happen. So it will be a goal kick here for CNFC. Luke Palmer says, can we stop saying the word big dog? It's still my bloody head in. No worries, big dog. No worries. Exactly right, Patacat. Exactly right. That's what I'm saying. How is that not a red? Like, the guy's a weak referee. He's a weak referee. He's an idiot. Like, straight up. Oscar Burke says they were in a relegation dogfight last season, not a dog that is decently sized. But dogs are a man's best friend, but not tonight. We're saying it too much now. Buddy, tell you what. Tell you who is a dog. Tell you who is a dog. And that's the referee for making such a stupid decision there. I can't believe that's not a second yellow on any bloody world. Any reality, there's billions and trillions of infinite realities. And still, in every other reality, it was a red card. Wait, chance of Sydney FC. Chance of Sydney FC. Christian Fan, you said 2-2 at the beginning of the game. What are you talking about? You said 2-2. It can't even happen 2-2. So 15 minutes left here. 15 minutes left. Can Sydney FC muster something? They're mustering something, but if they win this game or draw this game, there'll be controversy because there should have been a red card. Christian Fan says, you never know. I feel 3-3. No, you don't. You don't feel 3-3. Yeah, no one feels a 3-3 right now. There's no 3-3. Nate says, Oscar Burke, mate, you play in the league every season where you have to play well to qualify for the Champions League, which doesn't always happen for Aston Villa, does it? Oh, are you a Villa fan, are you? Villa are a hard nut club. They're a hard nut club. You know, I don't mind a bit of Villa action. But they're doing all right this year, actually. Doing pretty all right. I had them relegated, so I'm very, surprised with how they've been. But they've been good this year, man. What are they, like, top 10 now? I think they're 11th. I think they'll still drop probably 12th or 13th. But they've still been good this year, man. You've got to be happy with that. City FC with a chance here. Outside the box. And that's going to be blocked away. Oh, my God. The deflections are killing Melbourne City right now. They're absolutely killing Sydney right now. Sorry, Melbourne City. And that's going to be out for a throw-in. No. Ryan Grant over the top. And blocked away. And Bratton cleared away. Melbourne City now have a chance. McLaren for his hat-trick. No, he's taken down. That has to be a yellow. And so he gives that a yellow. He gives that a yellow, but not the other one. He gives that a yellow, but not another one. He's a dickhead. It's straight up idiot. Straight up idiot. Idiot. But you know who's not an idiot? You. Hit that thumbs up button right now. Subscribe if you're new around here. Asia Galvin says 4-1. I back it. I back it in. I back in a 4-1er. So Ryan McGowan with another yellow card. Their 5th yellow card for the game, and all of them Sydney FC. But there should have been a red. There should have been a double yellow. Just a question, Oscar. Are you trolling about Wanderers too? Because that was pretty average too, to be honest. No, you weren't trolling about them. You're just trolling about Villa. That's all good. Trade offer rejected. That's stupid, but no, I'm talking about fantasy, NRL fantasy. Like, I'm literally going to tell that league I am not doing it. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen to reject that. So Tristan says Tolol 3-6 half 4-1. What's that? What's going on there? I don't even know what you just said, to be honest with you. So 78 minutes gone here. And cleared away there by Glover. Jeez, the sweeper keeper. Glover, man. Sweeper keeper. My gosh. My goodness me. Indra says, are you sure? At 4-1, I'm pretty certain. I think Melbourne City can score another goal here. I wouldn't say I'm certain, but I could definitely see them scoring another goal here. Christian fans, such the same. Sydney dominated Melbourne City as winner. Not really. This is good for the Brisbane Roar and Mariners. Anyone who's above Sydney FC right now is very happy with this result. Anyone who is above Sydney is very, very, very happy with this result. I will take it every day of the week. And also, the Brisbane Roar away draw was something that everyone wanted above as well. So, Melbourne City here with the ball around the halfway point. This does mean that Mariners are officially top of the table, even with all games in hand. This means that no matter what, Mariners are top of the table. Because with that loss, if Brisbane had have won or Sydney had have won in that game, then they would have gone back to the top of the table with their games in hand. But, yeah. Kai Force says, go Melbourne victory in the A-League and Melbourne City. Well, you can't go for both, brother. You can only go for one. You go Melbourne victory and go Melbourne City. You're meant to hate the other team. Dadmate says, only if City could do this in last year's grand final. Only if City could do this in any game this season apart from this. Like, the only time. The only time. Brisbane Roar Post says Sydney away turnout wasn't that bad. For Brisbane, no, it's alright. It's alright. Kai Fuss, I live in Melbourne. Yeah, but like, I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. I don't get on the White Sox. The White Sox can suck one. You know, like I'm a Manchester City fan. I'm not going to support Man United. I would rather kill myself. I shouldn't say that. I won't say that. I'd rather well, I would, to be honest. I would never support United in any game. I can't do it. It's a rivalry. Like, you can't do it. Like, you can do it if you want. That's fair. But for me, I would never, ever, ever support a team who's a rival to mine. Especially when City fans hate Victory and Victory fans hate City. They hate each other. Ask question now. When I think of big all-round football coins in Australia, I think Sydney, Victory, Wanderers. Oh, here we go. Chance here. Sydney, City. Oh, good one there by Redmayne, actually. Very good clearance there from Redmayne. I understand why you think Wanderers are a big club. I understand it. But they're not. They've got a good supporter base, but they don't have the success. Brisbane Roar have good supporter base and also success previously. It's a while ago now, but it's still success, and they've got the best grand final win of all time too. But they're a big city as well that financially isn't the most invested, but still invests as much as any other club does. Sydney, for obvious reasons, they're a big dog team. 100% obvious reasons, let alone their city itself makes them a big dog team realistically. And they've also obviously won plenty of titles to back that up. City, goes out for corner. Corner here, Melbourne City. Melbourne victory because of their previous success and also because they're from the city of Melbourne, which is a big city. Melbourne City, unfortunately, I don't think they could be classed as a big dog team until they won a couple of titles, let alone, they would have to consistently compete and win a couple of A-League titles. Exact same with the Wanderers. I think the Wanderers would still need to win too. Mariners would have more claims overall than the Wanderers right now in regards to anything besides fans. And fans are still pretty good for Mariners when they're hot. But then again, everyone is. Atkins here with a chance. Atkinson here with a chance. Oh! Straight to the keeper, Redmayne. Oscar West Melbourne City aren't there at all. They are the Spurs of the A-League. Well, no. They're not the Spurs of the A-League. Well, actually, kind of, I guess, but no. Melbourne City... Actually, no, you're probably right there, actually. I will go agree with that one. Melbourne City are very Spurs-like. They are bottle jobs. They're good. They're at least very decent the majority of the season. And then fall away when it actually counts. So you're probably right in regards to that. AJ says, do you think they should think about changing the rules about throw-ins because if you purposely kick it into someone to get the ball back? No, I think that's great where you throw it in someone. No, that's fine. That's the fault of the person on the sideline not understanding the situation. That's situational based. If you want to throw it into the back of somebody to get the ball back, that's fine. Kai Force, I'll go for Barcelona. Well, there you go. Vriel says, I say Western City Wanderers are a big dog club. You can't say Mariners are bigger than them. Ken. Even City are though, they have won the trophy. What? I say Western City Wanderers are a big dog club. Brother, you can't say a club is a big dog club. If you want to say I didn't say Mariners were. I said Mariners have more claims than them right now. Mariners definitely have more claims than the Wanderers. Until Wanderers can win. The Wanderers are absolutely not in any planet a big dog club. I'm saying the word big dog again. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just the truth. Like, if anyone thinks... Like, I understand Oscar's reasoning, but it's wrong. You can't be a big dog club if you haven't won the league. Not once. It's a fact. You cannot be class... It's like saying Everton. Everton compete every single year. I think they've won Europe once back in the buddy 70s or 60s or something like that. But they're not a big dog team. You can't do it. Stop saying it. It's wrong. Wanderers win one title, I'd class them a big dog team. I would. They're not. They are just simply not. It is wrong. Luke Palmer says, is LaFondra on loan or did he leave Sydney for good? He's not there, man. He's not there. City! Oh, that was a good whip in, though. That was a good whip in. Kai Forces go for Barcelona. Absolutely not, thank you. I don't choose teams. I go for teams based on either where I've visited or where I'm from. Or where my family's from, I guess. Dependra says, hey mate, you in Australia? Yeah, man, I put a vlog out the other day. I've been in Australia for like a month. The dog is overweight, Victory, yeah. It is. It's still a big dog, but it's a big dog, but it is very overweight. You're 100%, you're spot on there, mate. It's a big dog, but he's lumping around all right. He's eaten too much in recent years, and, you know, he probably needs to go on a bit of a diet, to be honest with you. Dasmate says, we are definitely not a big dog club. If I say the word big dog one more time, people are going to bloody punch me. People are going to unsubscribe, I swear. Kai Forbes said, I've been in Australia my whole life. Yeah, well, you go for Barcelona all you like, man, but people will call you a bandwagoner. But you're going to go through a couple of rough years, my man. You're going to go through some rough years supporting that team because they are on the ropes. Joey says, Cameron Smith to the Broncos. No one cares about the Broncos. Broncos suck ass. So if they could have Cameron Smith and they would still come like 14th, 13th. So 85th minute here, guys. 3-1. Don't forget, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Nathan Wild says hi. Hello, mate. How you doing? 4 minutes left here. This game has felt like it's gone on for a very long time. I feel like this game has gone on for an age. Like a long time. There's not, unfortunately, a great deal going on overall in this one. Melbourne City obviously have clearly won this, and we've seen that since the first 10 minutes of the game. Kai Ford says Cameron Smith left the NRL. No, he hasn't. He will play this year. This whole Titans thing is just News Corp. This whole Titans thing is News Corp trying to prevent Smith from signing with the Titans. And chance here, Melbourne City! He goes out for a goal kick. No, News Corp is owned by the News Corp owns the Brisbane Broncos. And basically, they don't want Titans to be able to sign Smitty. So that's why this news has come out, whether it's true or not. Oscar Beck says, the dog at Brisbane Roar is anorexic. No, the dog at Brisbane Roar is old, unfortunately. He's a big dog, but he's been around. You know, he still cracks on all the time. You know, he still has a good crack, but he's old, you know. He needs to start, you know, having some puppies. He needs to please start having some puppies because at the moment, he's just kind of going by his day. You know what I mean? He's just going about his day, going about his season, and just plodding along. But he has been successful in the past. He is a big buddy dog. but he does his time isn't necessarily in his prime right now. And he's thinking about having some kids. That's what he's doing. He's thinking about getting back on track. Joseph Missy says, I'm going to celebrate once the game is over. Well, because Melbourne City can finally won a game. Fair enough, really. Sydney FC with the ball, though. 3-1. And over the top, cleared away, and easy clearance. Kai Ford's baseball Reds. Cincinnati Reds, you're in my division, bro. You guys, unfortunately this year, it's still all about Cubs, Brewers, and Cardinals. And Cardinals probably do win it, but in the same sense, the Cubs will still probably be 2, or even 1. Cubs and Cardinals will battle it out for that top. I can't wait to get back into my Cubs streams, but... Luke Palmer says, is that why Brisbane always has Thursday and Friday games? Brisbane has Thursday and Friday games because of the population and because they know that the games are going to be watched very heavily by people in Brisbane on that day, on that night. Even though everyone watches Friday night games, it's just very good to have a very successfully populated team to have those Thursday, Friday night games because that's obviously the prime. Saturdays, people are busy. Sundays, people are busy. But Friday nights, people have finished work, they want to kick back and they want to watch their team. Or any team. But it's best when it's the bigger teams. Overall. All chances in FC. No, cleared away by Melbourne City. Freddie says, I go for the Cubs too. Good on you, man. I'm wearing a Cubs jumper right now. This was a year we didn't do that well, though. We got knocked out in the wild card. Got knocked out in the wild card back in 2018, I think it is. Yeah, 2018. Not the greatest, that one. I think it was the Giants who might have knocked us out. Can't remember. Don't want to remember. Don't want to remember. So, 1 minute to go here, lads. Sydney are having a little bit of a cheeky, finish off here, but this has been a horrific performance here by Sydney FC. Absolutely terrible. 10-18 was a bad year for me in general. Why? Are you a Storm fan, are you? If you are, why? If you're a Wanderers fan, why are you a Storm fan? So 30 seconds left here, guys. And Sydney FC with the ball here. Chance! It should be 3-2. It is 3-2. It is 3-2. It's 3-2. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's the 90th minute, 3-2. If Melbourne City cough this up, I swear to God. I swear to God. If Melbourne City cough this up, I swear to God. Luke Palmer says, true, but it's boring to watch the same team play almost every Thursday and Friday night if you're not a Brisbane fan. Yeah, it is what it is, though. You get used to it. You just don't watch it if you don't want to. But they're not going to change it. Malcolm said, anything possible? It is with Melbourne City. It is. They have just slept in the second half. They have schlepped. They have schlepped. Someone that loves you says, bro, only if McLaren wasn't so collapsed. He's still scored 2 goals, bros. He's still scored a brace. Weiji Yau's end. No, you said 3-1 end, and now it's 3-2. I just can't believe that Melbourne City have given up 2 goals here. Patrick Wood scored the goal, by the way. Over many, yeah, definitely over. Definitely over. And City here with a chance to make it 4. I can't believe how high scoring this is, to be fair. AJ says, City can't screw this up, can they? Surely not, mate. Sydney have looked diabolical. Padco says, Sydney has still been terrible. Oh, no. Sydney are horrific. I will wholeheartedly... I'm putting them lower in the power rankings. They aren't first. They are not first. I don't care if they draw this. I don't care if they draw this. They are not first. Oscar Beck says, this is a good question. What's the biggest club in Australia in any sport? I need to know. That's a very good question. Hold on 1 second here. Melbourne City going down the left-hand side here. I will answer this. Going down the left-hand side here, Naboo. Naboo is just both left, right. He's going to the corner here. Corner flag, and nice steal. Very good steal by Caceres. It's got to be between Collingwood, the Broncos. I'd probably say it's between Collingwood and the Broncos. For the 2 biggest clubs in Australia. AJ says, with this win, still City coach has to go. Yeah, he won't, though. He won't for a couple of weeks now. Until they lose their next game, maybe. But yeah, Kisnorbo needs to go in the next couple of weeks. He should be going after this game regardless, but they won, so... The fact Sibaki's not play is ridiculous. Luke Palmer says, that's a hard question. Melbourne Storm. No. Melbourne Storm are not. No, you can't compare them with the Broncos just yet. They're still really fairly young. I guess Broncos are still fairly young, I guess. I wouldn't be classing... you could class Melbourne Storm, actually. But no, I'd say Brisbane Broncos have a larger name than Melbourne Storm. By a long way. A long way. No, I wouldn't say Storm at all. Nah, bro. So 92 minutes gone here. Sydney have 1.5 minutes to go here to try and sneak something back. But no, Melbourne Storm I wouldn't class anywhere near Broncos. I'd class Roosters over the... Storm Rabbitohs are pretty successful. But they're filtered because obviously Sydney has so many teams. I'd say Broncos in the NRL. Naboo comes out here for Tilio. Naboo had a good game in regards to actually moving around the field, but unfortunately just didn't have the finishing touch. But he did get a nice little assist away for the third goal, which is proving to be the critical one so far for McLaren. So Naboo will come off here for Tilio. Someone that loves he says, yeah, it's funny, but Bronx do have one of the largest, if not the largest fan base. In NRL, they do, because they're a one-team city, and also they're one of the biggest cities in Australia. Sydney have like 400 teams. Match fixing. We had someone. Adele Satchia says match fixing every game in Australia. Buddy, mate, I guarantee you bet on Sydney, didn't you? Guarantee it. No, Luke Palmer, no, I wouldn't class Melbourne Storm as up there with Broncos or Roosters or Rabbitohs. It's still very young for me. And also, they don't have a good fan base. Overall, I'm not saying their fans are bad. I'm just saying overall, they don't have a great, solid, large fan base compared to the Broncos or the Rabbitohs. I wouldn't say the Roosters. I'd probably say Broncos and Rabbitohs. I don't know why I said Roosters, actually. Roosters have a shocking fan base. All right, chance here for Sydney FC. There's one last opportunity here for him. One last opportunity for him. Can they do it? Is he going to call it? No, he's got it over the top. Chance here. And clean away. Maybe penalty? No, I don't know. I hope not. I don't know. You'd hope not if you're a Melbourne City fan. VAR might check. That's a free kick, and that should be game over. You expect it to be. Lotto Trap says Bunnies have the biggest fan base. No. Brisbane do. I think Bunnies have the most memberships, but Broncos have the largest crowds by a country mile. They have like 30,000 on average, minimum. They used to have like 40,000 on average, but it's dwindled down to about 28,000, now 30,000. Rabbitohs don't get anywhere near the same amount of fans, but they have a lot of memberships, but a lot of their memberships are dog memberships or animal memberships. People forget that. So free kick here to Melbourne City. It should be game over, and that will be the game. So the game does finish here 3-2. Realistically, that's not a good scoreline to represent that game at all. Melbourne City clearly outdominated them. Sydney looked absolutely horrific. But that will be the final score. So I will be doing a what's it called? A power rankings tomorrow. We'll be doing a power rankings tomorrow, which will be obviously going over all the different teams and where they are right now. Look, I think it was a good game of City until probably about the 60th minute, and then they just kind of forgot about it and just kind of gave it up. But yeah, look, terrible. Luke Palmer says, do those membership count? Yeah, the animal memberships do technically count in the membership. That's why I remind people of it. Desmond says Melbourne is more AFL as their main sport. Yeah, Collingwood, you can't argue. There's no other team that you could argue in the AFL. Not even like your Essendons or anything like that. Collingwood is definitely the number one. In A-League, I'd probably say Victory. Or Sydney. I'd probably say Victory. But then again, they're shithouse. And in NRL, I go Broncos. So, but anyway, that's pretty much off topic. So I'm going to jump off for now, guys. I will be streaming tomorrow night as well for the Wellington Phoenix and Melbourne Victory game right there. So that'll be tomorrow night. I hope you have enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And obviously subscribe if you are new around here. And don't forget, guys, I'm doing 2 vlogs this weekend. One at the Wanderers vs Mariners game and also one at the Sydney FC versus Macarthur game. So, alrighty, guys. Going to jump off. Appreciate you. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.